We are in the building. Another live, great show for you guys, man. Um, Shout out to my man Anthony Madison. Let's start off with Australia, man. We starting off with Australia today. We starting off with Australia. We starting off with Australia today, man. Fuck that, man. Fuck all that, man. I appreciate getting support from other countries, man. I'm an American, but I appreciate getting support from other countries. Australia, UK. I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Um, yeah, man. We're gonna start off with Australia. It's a lot going on in Australia, man. Um, Shout out to everybody out there, man. We are in the building, man. We are in the building. Everybody out there. Salute to everybody out there, man. Shout out to Jack Me Off, man. Always feels good to see Jack Me Off in the building, man. Really feels really good to see you around, Jack Me Off. I can feel the love. Um,
Prowling through a Hornsby home, these young suspects help themselves to whatever they want, including cars. Another property targeted, but here the intruders are spooked by the resident. The teens filmed their illegal activities. Some are armed.
Today we're going to be with a speed camera, alright? Alright, we're in a stolen car.
The videos are then shared on a new Instagram page, taunting Hornsby Police.
It's really not important.
Posting and boasting about crimes now carries a 2-year jail term.
They got into the car inside my garage and the key happened to be in the ignition.
Were you at home at the time?
Yes.
The children who run the page even brag about their mates stabbing an innocent shopper at Hornsby Westfield last weekend. Since the new law was brought in last April, police have charged 43 people aged between 11 and 26. Some have been charged multiple times.
It shows the laws in this state are not working. They need to be changed, and they need to be changed right now.
I think that we need to give our measures time to take effect. I think that's important.
But for these victims, it's too late. Natasha Squarey, 7 News.
The impact of Queensland's youth crime crackdown is being laid bare this morning. To discuss, Premier David Crisafulli joins us live from Brisbane. Premier, good morning to you. Nice to see you this morning. You recovered from Sunday night yet, Tiger?
How good is it to be a Queenslander, Carl?
It's pretty good, got to admit. I mean, we won everything, didn't we?
Yeah, I said to Chris Minns the other day, do you guys even play this rugby league sport? You didn't even have a team in the final, mate.
Look, I'll circle back to that in just a second, but let's get some business done. Let's talk crime. Queensland kids have been charged with more than 14,000 offences since you introduced adult crime, adult time laws. It's encouraging, but also at the same time, I'm sure you'll agree, alarming.
Yeah, and we're certainly not celebrating, Carl. There's a long way to go. But yeah, the early signs are good. So since the start of the year, the crime is down 10.8%. And some of those ones, those real high-profile ones that we focused on, which was stolen cars, that's down 15.6%, and break-ins to homes are down 21.2%. Now, look, it's off a really high base, so it's far from the cause for celebrating. But if you think about it, 10 years ago, when the former government took a decision to weaken the laws, you've seen youth crime rise every single year since to dizzying heights. Change of law, change of focus, early intervention, rehabilitation, and things have turned the corner. Now, like I said, a long way to go, and there will be people today who are still waking up as victims of crime who are having to pick up the pieces. And I just want them to know that everything we do is about driving down that number, fewer victims of crime. There will always be victims, of course, we're a large state, but can we continue to drive down that number? And that remains our relentless focus.
Yeah, look, some of those areas are still so concerning, number of break-ins, especially during the night as well, when people are home, those home invasions. So plenty of work to do in some particular areas, but police recruitment is also being looked at. How are you going to attract more police?
They are coming. We've had the largest intake, the largest graduate intake we've ever seen. We committed 1,600 new recruits this term. We're well and truly on our way. We're well past halfway after only a year. So that element's working. We've also...
Australia is having a youth crime problem. Australia. Okay.
But first, let's have a look at what's happening in the suburbs of Melbourne, where ordinary people are.
Anybody know what these youths look like? Does anybody know what the youths in Australia who are driving this crime wave look like? Anybody know what they look like?
Increasingly terrified in their own homes, terrified in the streets, and terrified in busy shopping centres.
Machete madness 6 weeks after the weapons were banned across the state.
Terrified victims barricaded themselves inside stores as armed thugs faced off at a Broadmeadows shopping centre.
Outlawed weapons yet again in the heart of a busy shopping centre. Two males fencing with machetes in front of scared shoppers forced to barricade themselves inside stores.
Oh my God, something is happening. Guys with machete or something. Oh my God.
People just running in different directions, just scared, yelling, distraught, worried. There's kids running, elderly people running.
One shopper was so petrified she fainted. The brawl between two gangs broke out in the Broadmeadows Central car park before spilling into the centre, which became a battleground.
I don't know, just yelling, swearing at each other, and then bang, they just pulled out the machetes.
That was last night's news service. You don't have to look too far back for an example like that. That's Melbourne, where thugs run riot with little fear of cops and the courts, and where ordinary people are increasingly terrified. But it doesn't have to be that way. This week we saw some stunning data from Queensland showing that Queensland kids have been charged with more than 14,000 offences since the introduction of tough new youth crime laws, which only came into effect late last year. And most importantly, fresh police data shows victim numbers have fallen across the state. Yes, victim numbers across 9 major crime categories dropped by nearly 10,000 people in the first 9 months of 2025 compared with the same period last year. That's nearly 10,000 Queenslanders who have been spared the trauma of becoming a crime statistic, thanks to the tough on crime policies of the Christodoulou government. Yes, elections have consequences. After more than a decade in the political wilderness, the Liberal National Party was elected late last year, with David Christodoulou declaring on election night that the state was about to turn the corner on the youth crime crisis. The new Premier made a pledge to resign if victim numbers did not fall before the 2028 state election. Against the loud cries of the usual suspects in academia, media and the criminal justice system, the Queensland government implemented adult crime, adult time laws for 33 offences. The name says it all. If you commit adult crimes such as a home invasion or carjacking, you can expect to be held fully accountable and serve adult time. The result of this legislation has been nothing short of stunning. The fall in victim numbers is evident across the state, from the Gold Coast to Townsville to far north Queensland. Compare that to Victoria, which is in the midst of a record-breaking crime wave, with the latest data showing a whopping 15.7% jump in total offences. This is what happens when you have a criminal justice system that has been corrupted by leftist ideology, where offenders' rights seem to rank higher than what's in the interests of victims and the wider community. Queensland has...
Wow. So yeah, Australia has a problem. Some of the states in Australia are getting tough on crime and it's going down, and some aren't, and it's going up. Same fucking story everywhere. And you know who's doing it. And you know who's doing it. You know who's doing the crime over there. Let's get to Mississippi. Mississippi.
Happening, the FBI announcing indictments against 20 people, including 14 current and former Mississippi and Tennessee police officers, in a drug-related bribery probe. So prosecutors accuse the officers of providing escort services to drug traffickers in exchange for bribes. So joining us live now is Anna Schechter, head of our crime and policing unit. So Anna, let's talk about this. How is law enforcement handling this? How are they tipped off about this alleged scheme?
Well, it is a scheme right out of Hollywood. You had an undercover FBI agent posing as a member of a Mexican drug cartel, paying bribes to current and former law enforcement agents to provide safe passage, almost like a police escort, for 50 pounds of cocaine, and then the illegal proceeds, cash, that they were then paid in bribes back to those law enforcement agents who helped out with this scheme. It is elaborate. It took years to pull these indictments together, and it really does read just like a Hollywood script.
Yeah, it sounds like it. They were playing right into the hands of the drug dealers. So how did the officers disguise themselves to the alleged bribers?
Well, they were essentially saying, okay, on the down low, they were armed, and they would drive, sometimes even in their police cruisers, other times in other vehicles, essentially operating as protection for this transport. But I want to just remind our viewers that these FBI agents who work these cases, this is such dangerous work. They are posing as criminals, and that is how they are able to get all of these details and present a case. Essentially, they are the first line developing these cases against these individuals. I also want to remind our viewers that in recent years, Mississippi law enforcement, sheriffs, sheriff's deputies, officers have been accused of a number of just a lot of bad behavior. One involving inside a corrections office with an inmate, other schemes. And so clearly the FBI has been taking a very close look at the Mississippi Delta, and the drug running in that area is significant. So it's interesting that we are learning just in the last 24 hours that it was actually sheriffs and their deputies who were helping along drug trafficking, and with drugs that have ravaged communities across the country. That's one of the biggest issues that our society faces. So really shocking to learn that it was actually law enforcement involved in one of these major schemes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Anna Schechter. Anna, thank you so much.
Man, Cash Patel is not playing. Cash Patel, shout out to Superstar SS, man. Cash Patel is not playing, man. Cash Patel is not playing. He's prosecuting crime, man. Oh, Lord. Is this them?
Let this be a lesson for those sworn to serve the public that if you're a good law enforcement officer, the FBI will always stand with you. But for those corrupt individuals who abuse their office, we will come for you.
We're learning more about those indicted and what the FBI is calling a drug trafficking conspiracy. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Greg Hurst is off tonight. The indictments include more than a dozen Mississippi law enforcement officers accused of taking bribes while helping criminals. WREG's Brian Didlake has been following the story and has the latest.
We're here today to talk about some incredibly serious allegations that mark it's just a monumental betrayal of public trust.
Clay Joyner announcing the indictment of 14 Mississippi law enforcement officers and 6 others. 2 of those indicted sitting sheriffs Milton Gaston.
Yo, sons are so corrupt, it don't even make no damn sense. Yo, we are the most corrupt politicians, public officials. You give us a goddamn ward commissioner seat, goddamn treasurer of the goddamn town of 250 people, and we gonna start fucking up. Press 1. We gonna start fucking up big time. Jesus Christ. Sheriffs giving drug dealers escorts and shit.
2 of those indicted sitting sheriffs Milton Gaston of Washington County and Bruce Williams of Humphreys County, all defendants facing federal drug and gun charges.
I think you could probably characterize it as a sting, but again, the original complaints that began the investigation were from drug dealers.
Drug dealers who officials say complained about having to pay bribes, the highest more than $30,000 according to investigators in Mississippi.
So they were in business. They were in the business of like, yo, they was the mob. If you want to run drugs in this town, you got to go through us. Drug dealer like, man, I just want some of my little shit, man. I don't want to pay $30,000. I ain't even making that much.
Officers mentioned in the indictment promised to provide safe passage of narcotics throughout the Mississippi Delta region. Now, while 14 of the defendants were local law enforcement officers in Mississippi, 6 others were indicted as well. WRG digging deeper found out that those arrested were in Shelby County as well as northern Mississippi. Documents show those 6 civilians committed crimes in Greenville, Mississippi. However, all had addresses in Memphis, South Haven, and Horn Lake. Investigators identified the group as the investigation expanded.
Well, that's what we internally refer to as the Memphis crew, because when those drugs got to the state line, those folks were recruited by someone who's already in the conspiracy.
For the officers and sheriffs who were being investigated, were they suspended at any time during this investigation?
Essentially, no. We did not make an approach to have them suspended because that would have absolutely identified the fact that an investigation was taking place.
Investigators say they hope these arrests turn into convictions so justice can be served.
What the public needs to see, I think what all of us would want to see, whenever you have any kind of corruption that we're dealing with, is accountability. And that's what the next step is delivering accountability.
In Oxford, Mississippi, Brian Didlake for your news leader, W.
That's a beautiful picture right there. Terrence Boykin Says, what's the over-under on when you go to sleep during the show? I want to thank all you guys for being very patient with me. I'm dealing with narcolepsy, man. I don't know why. Those of you who've been members of the show for a long time, you know, I never fell asleep before. Something's happening where I got like some kind of narcolepsy or something. This last year, it's been about a good year now, where I've been falling asleep during the show. I never used to do that before. I fall asleep all the time now, man, even in my real life. I mean, I just fall asleep, just out. I'm dealing with some kind of narcolepsy, man. I thank you guys for your patience, man. I feel bad too, man. When I fall asleep, I feel bad, man. Nobody feels worse than I do. Because I come into the show like, no, I'm not going to fall asleep. I'm not going to fall asleep today. And then I wake up and I'm like, fuck. I fell asleep again. I dozed off again. I don't know what's going on with my body, man. I've been trying to figure it out, man. I've been trying to figure it out real bad, man. Like, what the fuck is up with me? It says vitamins, exercise. Okay, exercise. Cholesterol, pretty new. High cholesterol. Exercise. Yeah, I'm gonna start going for walks, man. If it's exercise, yeah, I have to start going for walks, man. Because I be frustrated as shit. It be frustrating me. Like, I'll be watching my kids and I'll be asleep. I'll be watching my kids and I just doze off. I wake up like, oh, shit. I fall asleep everywhere. I'm talking about just all the time. It's very frustrating, man. It's been going on for like a year now, a good solid year now. So I need exercise. I think I'm gonna start taking walks, man, and they get my heart rate up. Yeah. So you walk 10 miles every day, only exercise you do, yeah. I need to get some exercise and go to the, yeah, somewhere where I can walk some laps. I need to go somewhere where I can walk some laps around the track or something. I mean, I got to start off somewhere. I'm not saying, he said, don't walk, run. I can't run. I ain't ready to run yet. That's why I said walk. Ever since I hurt my knee in 2020, I haven't been getting a lot of exercise. I hurt my knee. That kind of like messed up my, I haven't been exercising like that since 2020. He said Adderall isn't effective, man. Yeah, but Adderall, I don't know how it's going to affect with my blood pressure medicine. I got to look at that. But yeah, man, I feel bad when I fall asleep, man, during the show. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel bad. I'm like, fuck. I feel bad when I fall asleep during the day. I feel bad every time I fall asleep. Like, shit. Oh, shit, man. Like, fuck. I thank you guys for being patient with me, man. I'm gonna start getting some exercise, man. And it really can't be sleep like that, you know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't get as much sleep as I'm supposed to get, but I haven't gotten a lot of sleep my entire life. I've always been a night owl. I've always been a night owl. I've always stayed up late. So it's not like I'm doing anything different as far as like, it's just that like, I just fall asleep like that. I fall asleep where I don't feel myself falling asleep. I fall asleep. When I fall asleep, I don't like feel myself dozing off. I don't feel myself getting tired. I just feel myself waking up. And that's the scary part. Because I don't feel myself going to sleep. I only feel myself waking up. I can't remember going to sleep. I can only remember waking up like, oh shit, what the fuck? That's why I think it must be some kind of narcolepsy or something. Yeah. So it's like I've always gotten a little sleep, but this last year I have been like, I just can't stay awake, man. We go to the doctors, yeah. It's the lazy Sunman jeans. Yeah, man. Sunman jeans ain't no joke, man. Yeah, man. Sunman jeans, man. That's right what it is, man. Oh, I tell you, man. But yeah, I be trying, man. I be trying, man. Like right now, I came into the show today. I'm like, yeah. And it's like, if I say I'm not going to fall asleep, I know I'm going to fall asleep. So I try not to say that. I try not to say I'm not going to fall asleep. I try to just take it show by show. There was a couple of shows where I didn't fall asleep. I was like, damn. I was shocked. But yeah, it's like, it's something that I don't see it coming. I only see it when I wake up. I'm almost like, if I could see it coming, I could like slap myself or do something. But it's like I'm just watching the video like y'all. I'm watching the video just like y'all, listening. And next thing you know, it's like 5 minutes later and I'm waking up and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck just happened? That's the frustrating part about it. Because I don't remember going to sleep. He said, just stand up every 30 minutes or so. Oh, you know what? That's actually a good idea. I might try that. I might try that. Shout out to Big Pete, man. Women be shopping. Yeah, women be shopping, man. Women be shopping, man. I know, man. But you know the funny thing, even though I know that, I remember that bit. I think that was Chris Rock or somebody like that, or some comedian said that. But that shit is true though. Even though it wasn't meant like that, women spend money, man. Women spend money. They don't understand the value of money. Women just spend money. That's why women value a man with money. Because they like to spend it. That's why a beautiful woman will date a dude that look like a troll because he has money. Or she'll date a dude that's living a dangerous lifestyle because he has money. Because women love to spend money. They're addicted to it. Yeah, women are just like, I mean, golly, man. They fall for every little trick too. Sale. Like, goddamn, you don't have to buy it. Just like my wife will buy something because it's on sale. I'm like, yo, how do you know that was really on sale? And why do you need it? You don't need that. You just buying it because it's on sale. And the only proof that you got that it's on sale, did you see it when it was regular price? To know that that it's on sale now? My wife would just buy some shit because it's on sale and don't need the shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. You send her to the store. You send her to the store for a stick of gum. She gonna come back with 20 bags. Now they got Amazon Prime too. Oh, shit. Golly, man. Packages and shit showing up to the house. Like, what the fuck? I tell you, man, women be shopping. Women be shopping. That shit is true, Jack.
Was my child afraid of him?
These are the questions a mom asks.
Did he scare her, or was she scared?
After one of her daughters is killed. Shamika Kelly smiled as she remembered Zoe, describing her as a socialite. Zoe also had a twin sister.
When the cousins got together, you know, like, you're like, oh no, here comes Zoe and Zanaya.
Zoe was just 17 years old when this past 4th of July, she was killed. It turns out the person suspected of killing her was her boyfriend.
Her body.
I can't say this enough time. That nigga ugly as shit, bro. That nigga ugly, man.
Boyfriend.
Her body was found in one of those storage containers where she was covered with blankets and other items. And she was in the closet of a roommate of Naquan's father's apartment.
Those are some of the horrific details from a press conference today where it was announced.
Listen, a body is stinking, man. Whoever had that girl's body in their room, I don't want to hear. Listen, a mouse. I had a mouse one time. I'm talking about a mouse in my house. That motherfucker was about as big as like these two fingers. That motherfucker died in the wall. He died inside of the wall and shit, right? And we couldn't find him and shit. That little motherfucker stunk up the whole area. That whole radius where that wall was at, that little fucker dead body stunk that whole shit up. I'm talking about it was reeking. That little fucker. And you telling me this motherfucker had a whole human body in his... We got to investigate the mother, brothers, uncle, what she said, the brothers, roommates, uncle, whatever.
With blankets and other items in one of those storage containers where she was covered with blankets and other items. And she was in the closet of a roommate of Naquan's father's apartment.
Those are some of the horrific details from a press conference today where it was announced that Naquan Lucas, who's just 18 years old, has been charged with murdering Zoe. But that's only part of the story. You might remember earlier this year, a case that made national news. Eric Tarpinian, a college student from Massachusetts who was interning on Capitol Hill, killed by a stray bullet as he walked outside the D.C. Convention Center. Well, investigators believe Lucas is responsible not just for killing his girlfriend, but that he's also one of the suspects accused of killing Eric just days prior.
I'm saddened about that he had to lose his life. And then you turn around and go out here and take another life? Are you kidding me? What's on your mind? What could have been on this young man's mind?
Guys, this is no doubt a complicated case. We are talking about the same suspect here accused of killing one young man and then just a few days later killing his own girlfriend. Our next opportunity for answers will be next Friday. There's a hearing scheduled then. In the meantime, I had to ask Zoe's mom how she's been getting through these past couple of months, which have certainly been difficult for her and her family. She says, lots of praying.
Details were revealed in a court hearing today about the double shooting at an Okolona apartment.
WLKY's DeAndre Turner explains how officers connected Jasmine Brown to the case.
It's here at the 800 building in downtown where detectives say Jasmine Brown was helping her friend with her baby during the double murders that were taking place at her home in Okolona. They say while she did not pull the trigger, they believe she played a big role in setting up the murders.
She said that my house is getting ready to be on the news.
22-year-old Jasmine Brown was in court Thursday. She's accused of helping plan the murders of Marion Caldwell and Kavion Faulkner at her Falcon Crest apartment in Okolona. Homicide detective Brad Russell testified witnesses tie Brown to the murders.
She saw two males that had ski mask on and a FaceTime call. And then at the end of the conversation, she heard Miss Brown say, "They're asleep, the door is unlocked. Go ahead and go on in."
He also says a series of jail phone calls also linked Brown to the case. Those calls are between Brown and her boyfriend Clifton Jones, who's locked up on a manslaughter charge. In a call on September 13th,
she stated to Mr. Jones, Miss Brown did, she doesn't love them like that. She's not going to risk what she's getting ready to have done to them. And then stated, if I love them like that, I wouldn't be getting ready to backdoor them.
he says backdoor is street slang for setting someone up. They say in later calls, Brown told Jones that Caldwell had been talking badly about him, and by September 29th, the plan was carried out. Brown attorneys, however, argued she was manipulated.
You have no reason to believe that Jasmine Brown, at any point in time, had a gun in her hand and fired a gun, do you?
No.
You have no reason to believe that she was there when this occurred.
Correct.
And in fact, she was not even near the scene when this occurred.
Yes, I think it's fair to say yes.
She also argued to have Brown's bond reduced.
Judge, as a mother, all she wants to do is get home to her child.
But the judge kept bond at $1 million and sent Brown's case to the grand jury.
This is what we talk about. Black women can get you killed. Black women can get you killed. This little nigga, 5'4", 5'3.5". Some black woman can get this little nigga to come kill your ass. That's what they do. They don't have to be on the scene. They don't have to be at the residence. They don't have to pull the trigger. It's not necessary. They can get you killed. They're responsible. They're responsible for that shit. Get your ass out the way. Sister will get you out of the way. Snoop, man, partners with Glad and queer singer Jeremy Belote. I wouldn't touch that nigga hand, man. This shit is crazy. To support LGBTQ plus youth following previous comments about queer relationships in movies. So yes, Snoop went to see a movie with his nephew, and then there was a gay scene in there, and he was like, yo, what the fuck? I don't want to have to deal with all this shit. And those comments went viral. And now they went and got the Snoop, man. They told Snoop, hey, man, you got to clean that shit up, Snoop. You have to clean that shit up. You got to clean that shit up. Snoop went and cleaned that shit up quick. He in here fucking rubbing hands with a fucking flamer. This dude got all type of shit on his hands, man. Damn, Snoop. Damn, Snoop. Damn, Snoop. That nigga folded like a lawn chair. He folded like a lawn chair. I got some stats for you guys, man. The other week I talked about rap. We talk about rap often though here on the show. Every time a rapper dies. But no rap songs are in the top 40 for the first time since 1990, ending a 35-year streak. Think about that. No rap songs are in the top 40. Shout out to Roger Wood. He says, Jafrica's finest. Barry James says, we're not making fun. We care about you, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, man, listen, man. I'm about to stand up in a minute, man. Get my juices flowing, man. That's crazy, yeah. That just shows you how much rap has took over. Salute to rap, a degenerate form of music. I mean, rap is fucking degenerate, okay? Rap is fucking degenerate. All right? It's nigga jungle music. I loved rap coming up. I loved it. When I say I loved hip hop, oh my God, man. I loved it, man. I loved rap. The Symphony, that was one of my favorite songs ever. That was one of the Big Daddy Kane. I loved rap, man. I loved rap. Oh, man, I loved rap. I loved hip hop. But growing older, becoming a man, you gotta admit, man, it's fucking degenerate. The things they talk about, the things they hammer into your head, the chants that they hypnotize you with, it's all degenerate. Bullshit. But salute to hip hop. 35 years having a song on the top 40. That is absolutely amazing, man. That's fucking amazing, man. That's a feat. 35 straight years. Good God Almighty. We talking about 1990. We talking about 1990. Fucking the first Bush was president. None of us even knew who Bill Clinton was. Barack Obama was sucking dick and shit in cabs. But Barack Obama had Larry Sinclair's dick down his throat. 1990, I was 12. I was 12 in 1990. Didn't know shit from Shinola. I was in fucking 6th grade and shit. Shout out to hip hop. Well, I would love to see no more songs in the top 40. This shit they saying now is horrible. The rap music that's out now is awful. It's been awful for a while. It's been awful for a while. It's been awful for a while. But golly, man. Here's an interesting stat, guys. You know, here's a very interesting stat, man. Very interesting stat, man. Everybody share this video. Share these videos. Salute to all you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate that. Share these videos on social media, man. Listen, man. And so we're live on the website. You can watch on the website. We may go over to the website tonight if we get something that we can't watch on YouTube. That something that is just completely unable to watch on YouTube. This is a very interesting stat, man. This stat is absolutely bonkers, and it doesn't surprise me at all. Like, I'm not shocked by this stat. You know, when I think about it, when I sit down and think about it, I'm not shocked by it. When I sit down and think about this stat, I am not shocked by it. Shout out to Gauch Malo says second hip hop. Digital I'm cool like that. Yeah. I remember when that joint came out. That joint was a hit. I rhyme like that. I'm cool like that. Yeah, that joint was Diggable Planets. Yeah, that was a hit, man. Did you know that he got a baby with the lead singer of SWV? The lead singer of Diggable Planets? Him and Coco from SWV, they have a child together. He grown now too. He like 30 years old now. Yeah, man. I remember when that song came out. That was 93. That was 1993. Yeah. Hip hop was holding on, but then hip hop was still holding on. You had Tribe Called Quest, Outkast came out that year too. Tribe Called Quest was already out. Yeah. This is insane though. If you look at this, right? Data shows black men from the top 1% of families have the same incarceration rate as white men from families earning $36,000 a year. I saw a stat about SAT scores similar to this. Like the incarceration rate for blacks with the highest SAT scores is the same as for whites with the lowest SAT scores. I saw a similar stat in this, so that's why I'm not surprised by this. Look at this. It's a cultural problem. I don't know about that, bro. This is cultural. The song he talking about, Rapping Duke, Daha. That song is so fucking crazy, man. Rapping Duke. That song is so crazy, yo. Literally a song somebody of John Wayne rapping. Literally Rapping Duke, because they call John Wayne the Duke. Rapping Duke. In the song, the hook goes da-ha, 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 But that joint rock though. Rapping Duke. If you ever get a chance, listen to that song, Rapping Duke. One of the first, like, it's a very early rap song. Yeah, music was way better back in the day, man. Way better back in the day, man. Everything was better, man. When I was a kid and old people used to watch black and white movies, how much anybody my age remembers that? Remember black and white movies would still come on in syndication? Remember Leave It to Beaver? When we were kids, we're so old. When we were kids, there would be reruns of shows that were in black and white. Leave It to Beaver. I used to watch Leave It to Beaver and Andy Griffin all the time. Bonanza. Old people would always say, man, the show, everything was better back in the day. And I would be like, yo, nah, man, this shit whack. Watching shit in black and white. I used to think time was in black and white. Mr. Ed, yeah, Mr. Ed, definitely Mr. Ed. Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah, definitely. For Green Acres. Even though I didn't really watch Green Acres, but it was on, I know it was on. Yeah. All those shows, but the older people loved them. They thought that it was better than the stuff we had. Now I understand. Because technology can change, and you know, of course, technological advances enhance the viewing experience and make, you know, allow, you know, them to do more things creatively. But nothing's like a 90s movie, man. The movies that came out in, I don't even listen. The movies that came out in the 90s was so good, man. The music that came out in the 90s was so good, man. So much better than today, man. And you would think with all the technological advances they've made that it wouldn't be that way. Yeah, nothing like the 80s. The shows were better. Every show taught you a lesson. Every single episode taught you a lesson. A life lesson. Every episode. I don't give a fuck when you're watching Cheers, fucking Cosby Show. I don't care for Perfect Strangers, Punky Brewster. I don't care what you was watching. Different Strokes. Whatever show you were watching, by the time the show was over, they taught you a valuable life lesson. Yeah, different world. Every show taught you a lesson. How to tackle some situation in life, how to do the right thing. Even how when some people do the wrong thing. I love those days, man. Those are the good old days, man. Dark Kent says, I loved Happy Days. You know how they called Happy Days? Because there were no black people in the show. The Fonz, man. You had the Fonz, though. Fonzarelli. The Fonz was black, man. He was Italian, man. He's a thug. The Fonz was a thug, man. That motherfucker used to clap, and bitches would just come out of nowhere. That motherfucker would clap. Hey. Chicks just be he was a whole thug too. Those was the good old days, man. I remember the 80s, man. They wouldn't even have to. They just chop you on your neck and you'll fall out. The bad guy would just go to sleep. They'd chop the bad guy in the back of his neck and he'd just fall asleep. Or they'd put a rag over his face and he'd just be knocked out. The good guy could just put a rag over your face and you knocked out. Chloroform, man. Sometimes when I watch those old shows, it makes me want to cry, man, thinking about those days, man. It was so simpler, man. Nobody was fat. Even the fat people on the shows weren't fat. Like when you watch What's Happening, Big Shirley wasn't even that fat, man. Press 1. Big Shirley wasn't even that fat, man. Oh, man. Those was the days, man. I know white people don't know. They don't know. They don't know what's happening. Oh, man. Those are the days, man. Reruns, man. He said the X-Files were great. You know, I wasn't really into science fiction. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Science fiction didn't interest me. My mom's boyfriend used to watch Star Wars a lot, Star Trek all the time. And listen, they used to watch the old joint, not the next generation. I'm so old. I remember when the old Star Wars used to come on TV, Star Trek. Who remember the old Star Trek? With Spock and shit. The original joint, man. That's how old I am. I'm that old. I remember it came on TV. It would still come on TV. I remember this when this would come in syndication. This was on the syndicate. My mom's boyfriend, he would be watching this shit. He thought this shit was the best shit ever. I watched an episode of this maybe about 10 years ago. This shit was horrible, man. Their whole concept of space and shit was... This shit was horrible, Jack. This shit was horrible. They was wrong about everything, man. Yeah, Buck Rogers. I remember Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers was I was young. Some of that shit used to scare me. I wasn't a big fan of, for some reason, I wasn't a big fan of science fiction, man. Yeah, Buck Rogers, he the one that would like go into that time warp, right? That used to scare me when he would like Zone out. Remember, but is that the one that used to zone out and shit? And like going to like. Yeah, man. Just regular old white people. I miss seeing white people on TV, man. Yo, I swear to God, when I was a kid, you never even thought about it like that. We thought about representation a little bit, don't get me wrong. But it was enough black people on TV, man. It wasn't like it wasn't no black. It was plenty of black people on TV back in the day, man. These are the days, man. The good old days, man. These was the good old days, man. Ah, damn, man. Yeah, I didn't like. I wasn't big on. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I wasn't a fan of I wasn't a fan of science fiction, man. Science fiction was not my thing, man. I did love comedies though, man. This little motherfucker right here. I thought this motherfucker was the best thing ever right here. I thought Arnold was the best thing ever, man. That motherfucker was so talented, man. Arnold. A man is born, he's a man of means. Then along came two. They got nothing but the jeans and different strokes. Different strokes, yeah. Different strokes rule the world. Them was the days, man. Holy shit, man. What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, man. That show was awesome too, man. Oh my God, man. Man is born, he's a man of means. Then along came two. He got nothing but jeans and different strokes. All these shows are so, and the theme songs to these shows, man. Remember the theme songs? Yo, the theme songs is just so amazing, man. Every show had a theme song, man. That was just amazing, man. Oh my God, the theme songs were so amazing back in those days, man. A man is born, he's a man of. Hey, and a lot of them didn't even have words, man. I don't mean to bore you. I'm a little reminiscent right now, man. Yeah, man. Hit the like button, support the channel, sponsor the show, man. Magnum PI, man. I used to watch this all the time, man. Oh, man. Tom Selleck, man. R.I.P. to Burt Reynolds, too. Burt Reynolds just died, man. Wow. That brings back so many memories, man. Simon and Simon. Oh, I love Simon and Simon, man. I love Simon and Simon. That was one of my favorite shows, man. I can't even remember if Simon and Simon was in syndication or not when I was watching. Some of these shows, I can't remember if they was in syndication or they was out. But oh man, I love Simon and Simon, bro. Holy moly. I love that, man. Holy moly. Dude, man. Y'all bringing back so many memories, man. Simon and Simon. That was my shit. They didn't take no shit, too. He was my favorite one. I liked him. That was the shit, man. Oh man. Holy moly. Yeah, man. Oh, who remembers the Fall Guy? The Fall Guy? Holy shit. You remember the Fall Guy? You talk about a theme song. That theme song for the Fall Guy was amazing, man. Oh shit, that shit came on from what, 81 to what? 86? Damn. Shit. I didn't even realize that it was out, man. The Fall Guy, man. He was a stuntman. He ended up solving crimes and shit. He was a stuntman who had to solve crimes. Holy shit. The Fall Guy, man. That was the shit, man. Shout out to Eric Asman. He says, I'm a Knight Rider. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Knight Rider? Then that little car, man. My car now got everything in that car. Everything that was in that car in Knight Rider literally is in my car and more. He was the only one to do. He was the only one around with that car though. Fucking David Hasselhoff and shit. Oh man. Knight Rider was such a good show, man. Knight Rider, yo, that technology, man. Knight Rider was awesome, man. I love that show, man. Holy shit. Oh, man. Kit. Wasn't that the name of the car, Kit? Oh man. David Hasselhoff, man. Yeah, black people wasn't into Baywatch. Like I ain't gonna lie, man. As a black person, man, I didn't know too many black people that watched Baywatch. We mostly know him from this. We didn't watch Baywatch. And that was a cultural thing. That was one cultural thing. Even though I watched a lot of shows with white people in it, Baywatch was not one of them. But I had no problem watching shows with white people. I didn't even look at it like that. You didn't look. One of my favorite shows, one of my favorite shows ever, and a lot of people, a lot of people I know this was their favorite show. I'm talking about a lot, dog. A lot of people, a lot of hood boogers that I grew up with. They watch this every weekend. They watch this all the time, man. This show I'm about to show you, man. I'm about to show you this show. This was, oh man, you talk about oh man. Woo. Let me show you this shit, man. This was appointment TV for me, man. This was appointment TV for me, man. AC Slater, Zach, Screech, Lisa, Kelly. This was appointment TV for me, man. I ain't gonna lie. We about to move on with the show, man, because I could do this all night. I could do this all night. Oh, man. I used to watch this show all the time, man. Every Saturday. Every Saturday. Saved by the Bell. Yeah, Lark Voorhees was fine. She was fine. AC Slater. They had they had diversity, but they didn't beat you over the head with the diversity. You know what I'm saying? They didn't beat you over the head with the diversity. It was diversity without, nobody even cared about it. You didn't care about that shit. Yeah, you didn't care about it. You didn't think about it twice about it. Zach was always getting in trouble. Yeah, man, these was my days, man. These was the days, man. Oh man, I could do this all day, but we're getting back to the show, man. The good old days, man. The good old days, man. Yeah, the Wonder Years. Yeah, I used to watch the Wonder Years all the time. That was one of my favorite shows, the Wonder Years. Winnie. His dad didn't play, man. Yeah, the Wonder Years. Oh, man. Whoa, those was the days, man. Y'all making me sad, man. Y'all are literally making me sad, man. And they remade it with some sons, man. They should have left that shit alone. That's the type of show that didn't need to be remade. Why didn't they just come up with another fucking story about some sons in the 60s? Why they had to remake this and make it black people? Just make a story about some sons in the 60s. Oh, man. The Wonder Years, man. That was appointment TV for me, too. Oh, you know another one I used to love? Oh, man. You know another one I used to love? Oh, yeah. I used to watch this all the time, too. Oh, man. This was a dope show, man. Let me show you this one. This is another one. Now we got to get back to the show, man. I could do this all night, man. I could do this all night. Used to watch all this. You used to watch TV back in the day, man. Life goes on, man. I watch that I seen almost damn near every episode of Life Goes On, man. Corky, man. I watched all these shows, man. I'm telling you, man. I watched all this, man. And so did black people. Black people watched all this stuff. It wasn't so much racial shit. Like, don't get me wrong, the shit was there. You had Jesse Jackson and shit, Al Sharpton and shit and all that shit, but it just was different, man. It was different, man. It was different, man. It was different back in the days, man. The good old days, man. Good old days, man. Let's talk about the good old days. The good old days. Damn, they have an anti-immigration protest in the Dutch are? Wow. Oh, man. The good old days, man. The good old days, man.
The Thurston County Sheriff says a 6-time convicted felon ran from officers and was stopped with a new tool mounted to the front of a patrol SUV. Deputies were dodging gunfire during a wild chase early this morning. KOMO's Jeremy Harris live tonight in Olympia with the very latest. Jeremy?
Yeah, Preston, this all started with a call of a burglary, and as officers arrived at the scene, they say they encountered the suspect fleeing. That led to a wild chase that came to a crashing end, and now we're seeing new video of how police were able to get the suspect into custody without anyone getting hurt.
Wham! I was up taking a smoke break. It just started getting weird around here.
Weird only begins to describe what happened outside the homes of Jim Emerson and his neighbors.
I didn't know if it was serious or if somebody was pulling a Halloween stunt. I heard 2 gunshots.
Gunshot! Gunshot! This video from the Thurston County Sheriff shows the end of an intense pursuit with a suspect who fired at officers. It began minutes.
Yeah, the A-team was legit. Yeah, without a doubt, man. I saw every episode of that shit too. MacGyver, all that shit, man. I watched so much TV. I probably watched a million hours of TV back in those days, man.
Minutes earlier, as deputies saw a man fleeing the scene of a reported burglary. They chased him, and just over 2 minutes later, a deputy deployed a tool known as the grappler.
Good grapple, good grapple.
The grappler is a restraint device mounted to patrol cars that locks the rear wheel of a fleeing vehicle.
Look at that.
More agencies have started using them.
Yeah, that's racist, yo. This racist, man. They more likely to use the grappler on black drivers than they are on white drivers, man. Grappler is racist, yo. That's an amazing thing, though. Shout out to the black person who invented that, because a black person we invented everything.
The scene of a reported burglary. They chased him, and just over 2 minutes later, a deputy deployed a tool known as the grappler.
Good grapple, good grapple.
The grappler is a restraint device mounted to patrol cars that locks the rear wheel of a fleeing vehicle. More agencies have started using them to quickly end pursuits.
New tool. They need something like that. I'd like that new tool.
In this chase, the suspect ran off and hid.
Cut, up to the right.
But a canine officer quickly found him.
County 1, I'm trying to negotiate with him, and he's making threats of shooting.
Sheriff Derek Sanders arrived at the scene and talked the man into safely surrendering.
It's not too late, man. I'm going to tell you right now, if you come out now with nothing in your hands, we will not use force against you.
Jim and his neighbors have skid marks on their street, but they're grateful nobody here was seriously hurt in the chaos.
And finally, I just said, well, that's enough of that, and went back to bed.
That suspect was then booked into jail. He's expected to have a court appearance on Monday here in Thurston County. We do know from the sheriff, he says that man is a 6-time repeat convicted felon and has several other misdemeanor charges that are in.
Yeah, man. 6-time repeat felon, man. That's something that's got to be done about that. This repeat offender shit. I don't know what Trump's going to do about it, but something's got to be done about it.
In his criminal history, they say that truck he was driving was also stolen during the course of that burglary. Reporting live in Olympia, Jeremy Harris, KOMO News.
All right.
A King County Sheriff's deputy's training and instinct may have stopped an armed robbery. Take a look at what happened at 11:30 at night on October 2nd and judge for yourself. Surveillance video from behind the Shell gas station on 15th Avenue North shows 2 men acting suspiciously enough that a King County Sheriff's deputy assigned to Shoreline started watching them.
2 males dressed in all black, face masks on. Just waited for a car to leave, and then they just jumped the fence to go behind the gas station. So trying to see if we got a robbery getting ready to go on or not.
The video appeared to show them waiting for the coast to clear.
So they're peeking around the southwest corner. Still with face mask on, in between the gas station and the fire department.
They took off when they spotted an incoming patrol car. The deputy moved in to contact them as they walked away from the store and saw they'd removed their masks.
Hey guys, how's it going? Can you take your hands out of your pockets? Yes, yes. Bro, what's going on tonight? Man, let's chill. Let's chill. Okay. Where are you guys coming from? Where are you guys coming from? Down the street. Coming from down the street? Yeah. Or going down the street? Yeah.
It's the top of your head. Do it now. The sheriff's office blurred their faces in this video. They were identified, though, as Dylan Munsell and Xavier Glenn, both 20 years old.
I'm behind the gas station. Bro, what does that look like? It's like you're about to run.
All right, well, that makes sense, yeah. Okay, so that's why we're doing this.
2 white assailants. 2 young white assailants. How often do we see this? 2 young white assailants. They didn't get to do anything. They got caught. They got caught before they got even to do anything. Salute to Nate Ways, man. He says, let's get some likes buttons going. Y'all gotta quit slacking, for fuck's sake. Yeah, man. Don't do me like that, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe, man. Hit the like button. Sponsor today's show. Happy Halloween to everybody. Holy shit. It gave away a fucking ton of candy today in my neighborhood, man. Holy shit. But the kids loved it. My daughter was calling the trick-or-treaters customers and shit. He was like, there's more customers. Where the customers at? We need some more customers to come. My daughter, terrible, man. She was giving them people like 1 lollipop. I was like, man, give them some more than that, man. Give them more than that, man. Said my daughter, she like a Jew with that candy, man. Two white assailants hanging out behind a goddamn gas station. Got caught before they could even do anything. Look at these fuckers. They got caught before they could even do anything. White crime is so fucking boring.
Yeah. Okay, so that's why we're doing this.
Damn. What's up with the masks?
We like wearing them. I mean,
They denied they were criminals, but the cuffs went on when deputies discovered firearms stashed behind the Shell station.
We located a gun over here. There's a Glock handgun on the backside of the gas station. They got 2 firearms on the backside of the gas station.
Deputies arrested them for attempted robbery in the first degree and unlawful possession of a firearm in the first degree. In court, both suspects pleaded not guilty. Dylan Munsell has no criminal history, so prosecutors asked for a $75,000 bail. Xavier Glenn, however, has been convicted in Snohomish County for robbery in the first degree, so prosecutors requested a $150,000 bail. However, Judge Brian McDonald decided to release both of them on their own personal recognizance.
New details this morning on the case of a person found dead earlier this week in North St. Louis. It's now being ruled a homicide. And this morning, police have identified the person as a young man.
Fox 2's Chris Renier is live downtown at police headquarters with the details we're learning from authorities. Chris?
Blair, Mike, good morning once again to both of you. Homicide detectives here at headquarters are now officially taking the lead in this investigation. Police telling us the victim was 18 years old and was beaten as well as strangled in this case. We were at the scene when this all first started to develop this past Monday morning. Police responding to the 4100 block of St. Louis Avenue in the Ville neighborhood in North City around 9:30 in the morning after receiving a call for a sudden death. When they got there, they discovered a male on the ground in an alley suffering from what appeared to be at the time unknown head injuries. EMS crews responded and pronounced the male dead at that scene. The case was initially termed as a death investigation pending autopsy results. Now, investigators have concluded that the victim was murdered. Authorities have identified him as 18-year-old Joseph Collins from St. Louis City. We're told the autopsy results revealed that Collins suffered blunt force trauma to his head and face, as well as signs of strangulation. Authorities telling us that homicide detectives are now trying to figure out the exact circumstances of what happened in this case. This murder happening just 3 blocks from where a woman was found shot and killed back on October the 22nd. In this case, police received a shot spotter call just before 7:20 in the evening on the 4400 block of St. Louis Avenue. When police got there, they found an unidentified woman in her 30s suffering from a gunshot wound. She was pronounced dead at that scene. This morning, her identity still has not been released. At this point, there is no word from police on any potential connection between these two homicides. If you have any information on either of these cases, you are asked to call the Homicide Division directly at 314-444-5371 or Crime Stoppers. That number, of course, 866-371-TIPS. For now, live downtown, Chris Renier, Fox News.
And thanks for joining us for this late edition of Fox 2 News at 9. I'm Max Dieknight. First on Fox, some parents and families in the Hill neighborhood of St. Louis are still shaken up tonight after an incident some say looked like an attempted kidnapping was caught on camera there last week. Tonight, we have that video, an update on the investigation into it, and reaction from the dad who called police. Neighbors say it all seemed to happen so fast. Here you can see a car drives up to a young girl on her scooter in the Hill neighborhood and makes an alarming request before speeding off. It happened.
That motherfucker said, "Do you want candy?" I remember back in the days, while we reminiscing, they used to tell us never take candy from a stranger. Who remembers never take candy from a stranger? Who remembers never take candy from a stranger, man? That was a big thing back in the day, man. Never take candy from a stranger. This motherfucker riding around talking about some, do you want some candy?
On camera there last week. Tonight, we have that video, an update on the investigation into it, and reaction from the dad who called police. Neighbors say it all seemed to happen so fast. Here you can see a car drives up to a young girl on her scooter in the Hill neighborhood and makes an alarming request before speeding off. It happened last Thursday afternoon just down the street from father of three Jeff Proctor's home near Kings Highway in Bischoff.
At that time, our first thing was this was an attempted child abduction. You know, we were horrified.
Proctor and another neighbor's home cameras captured these videos of the man in his silver four-door sedan. From this angle, neighbors say you can see the man driving around and looks like he may be trailing the child before he drove off.
In this situation, this is the first time that we've had an actual crime against a person that threatened one of our children. And it's really sent shockwaves through the neighborhood, and we're on high alert.
Proctor shared.
Yeah, no doubt that was an hombrito. Offering candy? God damn. You want candy? Candy?
The footage with St. Louis police, who he says responded right away. Some neighbors on the Hill have gotten used to petty crimes, but Proctor says this incident has pushed them to look into new safety measures.
This was a wake-up call for a lot of us.
St. Louis police tell Fox 2 they are actively investigating the incident, calling it very concerning and adding that they take it very seriously. Proctor says he still feels the Hill is a safe place for families and adds that neighbors aren't going to let this one incident, whatever the driver's motives were, change how they feel about the place they call home.
These criminals will be found. they will be held accountable and prosecuted through the justice system. We are 100% done with this.
You know what I want to show you guys? I want to show you guys. I wasn't asleep. Not that time. The time before I was. I want to show you this, man. This is what we grew up with. Remember this? Who remember this?
That's Jenny. But that's not Jenny's dad. If she gets into that car, you may be looking at Jenny for the last time. I'm McGruff, the crime dog. Let me show you something. See that playground? A lot of kids there. Every day in this country, 60 kids disappear. Some run away, but a lot are kidnapped by strangers or even by people they know. Almost 20,000 kids a year. 20,000 kids, one kid at a time. Maybe your kid, on your street, just like Jenny. You know, your kids can learn to protect themselves against crime at home, at school, on the street. Very nice going, Jenny. She's going to tell her folks about this. And you can write to McGruff. Learn how to keep your family and your community safe and help take a bite out of crime.
Take a bite out of crime. Who remember that, man? Those are the good old days, man. The good old days.
Hey, Uncle McGruff, how's it going?
Ah, Scruff. I just saw on the internet that there has been another child abduction. I tell you, children need to watch out for dangerous people.
But tell me something, Uncle McGruff. How can boys and girls tell who's a dangerous person and who's not?
Here, take a look at these folks. Can you tell which one of these people are dangerous and which ones are not?
They all look nice to me.
Come on, Scruff, you gotta pick one.
No,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really.
Come on, what about this one here? Yeah, that one looks really dangerous, doesn't it? I can see you're a bit apprehensive, Scruff. Here, let's take a look at an example. Let's see what Sarah does when a man and a woman approach her.
Excuse me, sweetheart. My husband and I have a little problem. You see, we lost our cat.
Look, if you help us find our little kitty, we'll give you a couple of free circus tickets.
So, Scruff, what do you think Sarah did in that situation?
Kids should know that it's okay not to talk to strangers.
Well, sorry, Scruff, but that's wrong. Sarah did end up getting into the car and helping the couple find their cat. And she had a great time at the circus. You see, the woman is a Caucasian, and while the driver has dark skin, he is just Hispanic, or perhaps Puerto Rican. So these folks are okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You see, Scruff, dangerous people are identifiable with certain characteristics, physical attributes that are easily recognizable. Let's take a look at some of their dangerous tactics. They may try to bribe you with a gift.
Come on, I'll give you a nice present.
They may offer to take your portrait.
The good old days, man. The good old days.
It has happened over and over and over across Western Washington. Students hit by cars in crosswalks outside their schools. Tonight, a KIRO 7 investigation asks, are our kids being disregarded by drivers and the school districts that are supposed to keep?
No, man, you just got to bring McGruff the crime dog back, man. Bring back McGruff the crime dog, man. These kids don't know about across the street no more.
Keep them safe.
Now, in a nationwide investigation, KIRO 7 teamed up with our sister stations across the country and the Associated Press to track crossing guards hit or killed while on the job.
But KIRO 7's Brooke Griffin uncovered an even more alarming story, unique to our area.
Our team tracked more than 225 crossing guards injured or killed in the past decade, but only one of those was here in Washington. When we dug into why that is, we found many schools don't have crossing guards at all, and our students are the ones feeling the impact. It can happen in the blink of an eye.
So you were standing in the middle of the road, correct, like you always do?
A crossing guard or student killed or injured in a school crosswalk.
She came flying up and she hit her head on there.
Our KIRO 7 investigation with the Associated Press and our sister stations found no one tracks crashes involving school crossing guards nationwide. We used media and social media reports to track more than 225 incidents in the last decade.
Are you the only one that was hit? Yes.
One happened in Lake Stevens last fall.
I turned to look at my dog and then it was it. I just turned back and she was hitting the car. I was like, oh my God.
It's a small role laced with large dangers.
They're actually stepping in front of moving traffic to protect your kids, which sounds kind of insane when you put it into that context, right? You think of a parent jumping in front of traffic, but not necessarily a stranger.
Michael Flanagan is with the Massachusetts Department of Labor, one of only 2 states that tracks all crossing guard crashes and requires law enforcement to report them. Washington does not specifically track when crossing guards are hit. They're included among all other pedestrian crash reports.
Wait.
KIRO 7 identified 230 pedestrian crashes in Washington school zones in the last 10 years. We found many of those who were hit were students.
Threw her about 9 feet out, then had a seizure after she hit the ground.
Calissa Robinson was hit in 2016 in Thurston County.
I stopped as the car sped exactly right across from me. So if I would have just leaned in closer, took a step closer, my life would have been gone.
In 2014, a school bus seriously injured a 15-year-old girl in a crosswalk in Federal Way. And in 2016, a driver was arrested for hitting a 16-year-old outside Kent Meridian High School. KIRO 7 reached out to dozens of school districts to ask why so many kids were being hit in school zones and found a lot of schools don't use crossing guards at all.
Does every school have at least one crossing guard assigned to them?
No. So we really just look for those high volume, high traffic areas.
A 2024 report from the Seattle Public Schools Traffic Safety Committee found 55% of guard positions were vacant, leading to a significant safety issue for students. KIRO 7 found half of all positions are still vacant more than a year later. She says they're actively working to fill those spots, but with that many vacancies, it takes time.
Not a lot of movement or improvement there in the 2-year time period.
They're a little more difficult to fill because it's an isolated chunk in the morning and then at the end of the day. So it takes, it's not something that immediately is going to be that easy to fill.
Dr. Marty Asplund Campbell says the district uses community help flashing crosswalk signs and tries to reroute traffic away from schools. This means drivers must also bear some of that responsibility. Jessica Orth saw a student hit by a car in her Puyallup neighborhood earlier this month.
The 20-mile-per-hour zone is in effect between, 3:30 to, 4:30, basically. You've got kids, traffic. Slow down. No life is worth it. Just slow down.
KIRO 7 obtained a sampling of the crash reports for those pedestrians who were hit in our area. And in many of the cases, we found that the drivers weren't given any penalty at all. Only a few were ticketed or even arrested. Reporting in Seattle, I'm Brooke Griffin.
Can a brother take a second to think about where we're going with the stick show? Anybody want to come up, man? Anybody want to come up? Can a brother take a second to think about where you're going to go with the next show? Anybody come up? Anybody want to come up? Do you want to come up, man? Hit the like button, man. Can a brother take a second? Can a brother take a second? Can a brother take a second to figure out where we're going to go next with the show?
It's definitely really scary, feeling.
All right, fuck, we ain't gonna do that. That's like shit. All right, man.
We begin tonight with a story you'll only see on 11 Alive. A family from Minnesota desperate for answers in their sister and daughter's death. Now here in Atlanta, they are demanding police put everything they know about the case in writing. 1 month ago, 27-year-old Josephine Tarway was found dead in her apartment, and her family says they still don't know how she died.
So she was found dead in her apartment, and they don't know how she died. Well, she got a lot of pictures. She probably was big on IG.
Apartment, and her family says they still don't know how she died. But circumstances surrounding her death have led them to believe something nefarious happened to her. 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido was the first reporter to share their story. She's live tonight from Atlanta Police Headquarters. And Angelina, they say that your story finally helped them get some attention from detectives.
Yeah, and Jennifer, actually minutes before we met them today, a lieutenant from APD actually called them and made contact. It is the very first time that they have actually had direct communication with someone from the Atlanta Police Department. They tell me that they trusted police to actually protect their daughter and their sister, but they say that they didn't. In this case, this family is now fighting to try and get answers and make sure that another family doesn't have to endure this pain.
I feel so terrible.
Okay, right here. This is the hood. This is. If you see that, yeah, I wouldn't even visit that bitch. I'd be like, nah, bitch, I ain't coming to see you. This is grimy right here.
I know. For my young daughter.
After 29 days,
we're still looking for answers.
The Tarways are still trying to figure out how 27-year-old Josephine Tarway died.
They want to sweep it under the rug. And that can happen in America here.
An incident.
Well, so these motherfuckers might be Nigerian or something. They talking about they want to sweep it under the rug. They making accusations and shit, accusing the police.
And that can happen in America here.
An incident report from Atlanta police labeled Josie's case a death, no crime, highlighting that she was found in her bed alone, naked.
We believe.
So she's found in her bed alone, naked. Said they did a welfare check. She was in the bed naked. She does no drugs. She had no underlying medical conditions. Homicide investigators were notified, arrived at the scene. So homicide, they came out there, they said it wasn't no homicide.
We believe something happened to her because of a lot of the false narratives that we've got.
That's not enough, though, to open up a homicide investigation. They did a welfare check. They did a welfare check. That's how they found her. They did a welfare check on September 30th. They came in and she was naked in the bed. Homicide came on the scene and they didn't see anything for homicide. He's saying that they think something happened to her because of the false narratives that you. What's the false? These goddamn tethers, man. These tethers, man, accusing our police of. Our police got enough shit to do, man. Instead of being harassed by you tethers, man.
I believe something happened to her because of a lot of the false narratives that we've got. The police told us that her room was barricaded. Now they say her room wasn't barricaded. They told us that they forced entry into her apartment. Then they said that the apartment people opened the door with a key for them.
That lock is so faulty.
This is video of apartment staff letting the family into the dancer's room with their private investigator.
She's a dancer. So she's a stripper. This is Atlanta. She's a stripper in Atlanta. She's a stripper in Atlanta and she lives here. Yeah, I mean, something could happen to her. But the body didn't say that. The body didn't say that something happened to her. If a nigga would have killed her, you gonna know. There'd have been some physical evidence.
That lock is so faulty.
This is video of apartment staff letting the family into the dancer's room with their private investigators 2 days after Josie's body was removed.
Waited for the police here 45 minutes. They never show up.
Inside, they found her clothes, a money counter, and belongings thrown around.
She had a fight with somebody in there. I'm pretty sure.
The family says a private investigator noticed all her nails were broken, along with bruises and scratches on her neck when she viewed her body.
Her friends are saying,
wow. Wow, these tethers might actually be onto something. These tethers, man. Salute to S Freak, man. S Freak is in the building. These tethers might actually be on to something, man. Sponsor the show via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat, guys. These tethers might be on to something, man. I doubted them, but yeah, if all her nails are broken. Was there blood underneath the nails?
On her neck when she viewed her body.
her friends are saying that she was being.
They never show up.
Inside, they found her clothes, a money counter, and belongings thrown around.
She had a fight with somebody in there. I'm pretty sure.
The family says a private investigator noticed all her nails were broken, along with bruises and scratches on her neck when she viewed her body.
Her friends are saying that she was being stalked by somebody, but then you want to say there's no chance of foul play.
Standing just outside her apartment now, Josie's brother and father plead with APD to look at her case closely.
It took getting help from you guys to get a phone call. Police are calling me, asking me, what do I think happened? I want to know what they think happened.
Our death will not go in vain. We will fight.
Now, some progress made today. We can confirm that lieutenant with APD did say that he has requested surveillance video from Josie's apartment, so then that way they can review that. Moving forward, the family would like to see the medical examiner's report. We still do not have access to that report, and the family doesn't have it either. But the lieutenant did tell the family today that it appears from preliminary information that Josie may have passed away from a diabetic episode. The family tells me that Josie was healthy and does not have diabetes, so there's a lot more to uncover here.
Oh, wow. Wow.
My daughter's been experiencing a lot of bullying from other students, and it's along the lines of just, picking on students whose loved ones have already passed on.
News4JAX reporter Alicia Hatcher spoke with that mother who says it's time for compassion and accountability in our schools.
A feeling no family wants to experience.
I was at work and I got a very disturbing call from my daughter, one of my daughters, and, just telling me that something bad had happened. I immediately grabbed my things and went to the location.
It's been 3 years without Caleb Floyd, the person they say kept the family balanced with laughter and joy. In 2022, several people were shot at an intersection on Jacksonville's north side. Caleb died at the scene. Since then, the emotional toll on his family has only grown heavier.
Currently, my daughter's been experiencing a lot of bullying from other students, and it's along the lines of just, picking on students whose loved ones have already passed on. And so you'll hear things about how he passed tragically, and they would make songs or raps about that and rehearse.
I'm gonna play this again for you. This is what niggas gotta deal with, man. Listen, I was a little nigga kid, man, in the nigger school, man. Niggers are not very nice, man. Press 1. Niggers are not very nice. Salute to Eric S. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Niggers are not very nice, man. Niggers are not very nice. Whatever you had to deal with at your white school, man, it ain't nothing compared to what you got to deal with at a nigger school.
In 2022, several people were shot at an intersection on Jacksonville's north side. Caleb died at the scene. Since then, the emotional toll on his family has only grown heavier.
Currently, my daughter's been experiencing a lot of bullying from other students, and it's along the lines of just, picking on students whose loved ones have already passed on. And so you'll hear things about how he passed tragically, and they would make songs or raps about that and rehearse or sing those things in class, where it kind of triggers my daughter.
Drill rap is a genre of music where the artists often talk about real conflicts and shootings. The pain triggered by the songs extends beyond the classroom, affecting the entire family.
Were you expecting to hear something like this happening at a middle school?
Honestly, no and yes. It is the culture. I have older children who's had those same experiences. I think the difference is now versus then, parents were a little bit more likely to talk about it, whereas now you don't get a lot of the cooperation from the parents or family.
Clinical psychologist Dr. Justin Dorenzo says repeated exposure to violence in music and social media is shaping how kids handle conflict and each other.
We've been researching this for about 50 years, and we know that watching violent media does have a moderate effect, more significantly for younger kids. Less so, it becomes more complex when you're talking about older kids.
Frank says she's been in contact with the school, hoping the situation sparks change, not just for her daughter, but for every child dealing with grief. The Duval County School District says it's reviewing the situation and following its bullying protocol. As for Caleb's case, police say the case is still under investigation, but one person was arrested in connection with the murder and accused of tampering with evidence. Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
Yeah, niggas are not very nice, man.
She smacked my hand kind of hard, and then knocked then she knocked the lunch tray out of my hand.
If it had been him, on the other hand, assaulting a teacher, we would have been getting a very different phone call.
Tonight, a family is speaking exclusively with Atlanta News First, calling for accountability after a 13-year-old boy says his teacher slapped him. I'm Blair Miller.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. Fulton County Schools, they are investigating the incident that happened more than a month ago. Atlanta News First anchor Joe Gorcho here in studio with us. And Joe, the family went directly to you saying they want some answers.
Tracy, Blair and the grandmother was wondering how much longer this investigation will take. Diane Caldwell first spoke with us days after the alleged incident happened back in September. Since then, so much has changed for her family, especially her grandson.
It made me feel sad. It made me to the point when I started crying.
Sitting next to his grandmother, Caden shares what happened to him in the cafeteria at McNair Middle School on September 26th.
She bumped into me kind of hard, and then she smacked my hand kind of hard, and then knocked then she knocked the lunch tray out my hand.
Caden says that after his 7th grade teacher did that, he went to the front office to call his grandmother, Diane Caldwell.
I know my grandson, and if he had done something wrong, I would not have been getting this phone call. He would wait until we found out, and then we would have that discussion. But for him to call me crying hysterically, there was something wrong and someone had done something to him.
The very following Monday, Caldwell says she saw the video of the alleged incident.
Single-handedly targeted and isolated Caden out of a group of, I want to say, 6 or 7 children that were standing in that group. So I can see her kind of bump up against him, and then I see her hand go up and I see it come down, and the contents that was in his hand were on the floor.
We reached out to Fulton County Schools on multiple occasions, requesting to view the video of the incident involving Caden and to learn about the school's response. We have yet to obtain a copy of that video. And in both responses to us, they share that they're aware of the allegations, most recently last week stating, quote, Fulton County Schools takes all allegations of teacher misconduct seriously, and we aim to obtain and verify the facts before sharing information publicly. Currently, this matter is still under investigation, and therefore legally we will hold off on a statement until it is concluded. For Caldwell, this was the second traumatic event 13-year-old Caden endured in September. He was there when his youth football teammate was allegedly slammed to the ground by a coach and airlifted to a hospital during a practice at Old National Park. Volunteer coach Jonathan Sagers was arrested and charged. For what happened at McNair Middle, Caldwell hopes for a similar level of action.
Accountability, and because if it had been him, on the other hand, assaulting a teacher, we would have been getting a very different phone call.
While the family waits, Caldwell did not hesitate to help her grandson find a fresh start, moving him and the family out of state.
It made me feel like kind of protected and like it's like she's standing up for me and stuff. And
Caldwell shared with us during a phone conversation this week that she intends to pursue legal action against the district. Atlanta News First is choosing not to name the teacher involved since there have been no answers on whether that teacher has been disciplined or charged. And of course, we will continue to follow up with the school district as we await the findings from this investigation. I'm Joe Gorcho, Atlanta News First.
Action News Jax, we are talking to the attorney of a man who died in police custody. We told you yesterday when the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says Rashad Martin became unresponsive when he was about to be admitted into a mental health facility. Well, now his attorney is speaking out after the man's family started to ask if JSO's account of what happened tells the whole story. Action News Jax, Deja Mayfield has been following this story since we learned of his death yesterday, and Deja, the attorney, says that there are still a lot of questions that have to be answered here.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I thought we left this shit in 2024. If you want to be a hood rat, bitch, go to, don't BET got a news station? Doesn't BET have a news channel? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, and Tanika, attorney Justin Drash says since he made a public records request to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office asking to have the body cam footage of this incident, he says he has not heard back. He says the timing of the release of this information to the media is concerning, and that's why he and Rashad Martin's family are asking questions. Attorney Justin Drash has been representing 32-year-old Rashad Martin as his personal legal attorney since 2021. He's speaking only to Action News Jax after police say Martin, diagnosed with schizophrenia, was found unresponsive while being transported to a mental health facility. A media release from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office states police were called out in the evening hours on October 24th to his mother's home on Harriet Avenue in response to a domestic battery. Because of his behavior, police called JFRD to evaluate Martin. Officers then decided to initiate a Baker Act. The release says officers then transported Martin to a mental health resource center. But after they arrived and while they waited for Martin to be admitted, that's when the officers observed he was unresponsive. The police report we obtained says Martin had used drugs and officers gave him multiple doses of Narcan. The report says Martin died outside the mental health facility in the parking lot. And that series of events has Drash and Martin's family now raising questions and demanding answers.
That's a huge change going from the description that is in the report that was released to being unresponsive. So I'm excited to see what the body camera footage reveals. I want to know, was he left alone in the car at any point in time? That'd be concerning, because certainly somebody that is experiencing a medical emergency such that you need to call JFRD probably should not be left alone in a vehicle.
Drash had actually requested that body cam video showing Martin in custody Tuesday morning. Within a few hours, JSO issued a news release to local media outlets but did not release the video.
The timing is uncanny. 2 hours later on a Tuesday, they contact the media when an attorney starts digging. That tells me that I think somebody was probably looking at the requests that are coming in and saw something that might be newsworthy, and maybe they're trying to head it off.
Now, we've reached out to JSO about the concerns being raised and about the timing of the release of this information. We're still waiting to hear back. But for now, for local coverage you can count on, reporting outside of JSO headquarters, I'm Deja Mayfield, Action News Jax.
That's absolutely amazing, man. That is absolutely amazing, man, how that happened. That's absolutely amazing how that happened, man.
At 6, 2 teens face a slew of charges for a Friday night shooting right near Howard University during homecoming weekend. 5 people were injured, including a 13-year-old boy. We're told all the victims are expected to recover. D.C. police have arrested 19-year-old Hasim Parker and 19-year-old Julie Sabur on Friday. Howard says nobody from the university was involved in that shooting.
And what you just saw was a clip from one of the most recent HBCU shootings that we've had. And this is my first mini pod here on Native Land.
Congratulations, man.
And
Welcome.
I'm glad you took my call this week.
Hey, listen, you're already doing better than me. You actually got your mini, you came in straight.
No, I just had this
pod.
idea because you were an SGA president, I was an SGA president, but you had this experience of being a mayor. I was in the state legislature. So what I wanted to talk about is just recently at Alcorn State, most recently at Howard University, at Jackson State, at South Carolina State, right near my home. We've had this rash of violence surrounding, our culminating events, for lack of a better term, our homecomings. You know, you have Howard's homecoming, you have GHO, you have Spellhouse, you have whatever you guys have.
FAMU, don't try it, buddy.
Whatever you all have.
Don't try it. The
Florida.
nation's strong.
Anyway, but I wanted to talk about how we make sure that, because I want my kids one day to go to an HBC, and how do we make sure that those institutions are safe? How do we control the media narrative around these shootings? And the other thing is one of the things that can be most devastating to historically Black colleges is if this perception becomes a reality in people's minds, and then it becomes a dent in their enrollment.
Yeah, no, that's for real. And I actually, Bakari, believe that latter piece you just picked up on, impacting the enrollment of these institutions. For some people, that is the plan, right? To make the image such that people associate with an HBCU violence, not academic achievement and chain breaking and upward mobility. I gotta say, I'm really of two minds about these events, particularly the ones that we hear broadcast out local, state, nationwide when it has to do with a historically Black college and university. The reason I'm of two minds, Bakari, is because I was an SGA president. I remember as an SGA president having to negotiate with the local law enforcement around what would law enforcement presence look like at the mall? What is the exit plan after the game? And are all streets going to be closed down? Or will we have some conveniences like Florida State University does when it has its games 4 or 5 times larger in population than ours? So I remember as a student activist trying to negotiate that space. Then I became mayor and people were discussing and negotiating that space with me. And from my standpoint, at that point, my only goal is safety, security, that people move in this space without feeling threatened to their life, to their body, to themselves, to their family, their loved ones. And I got to tell you, my biggest frustration, particularly as mayor, was anytime there was a violent event that occurred during FAMU's homecoming in the city, near the campus or away from it, was always broadcast as during FAMU's homecoming, there was a stabbing. During FAMU's homecoming, there was. Now, if a similar event happened, and I had the ability to have a PWI and an HBCU, both state schools in the same city, if an incident happened that was violent during a Florida State game or Florida State homecoming, it was never introduced into the news as it was a violent event at Florida State University's football game this weekend. So there's deliberate intention, in my opinion, and then there's what's real, and I think we have to deal with both.
Yeah, and I the way I look at it is from an SG.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. They talked. I gave them a long time to talk, right? And they're not talking about anything. They're not. These niggas haven't addressed it at all. Except for, it was a white school and no shooting happened, but it was very violent at a white school this weekend too. That's all these niggas have said. Press 1. Well, what about this white school where there was no shooting? What about this white school where there wasn't a shooting? That's literally what this nigga said. These are the niggas that are supposed to handle the problems in the Black community. I wasn't even shocked they even talked about it. But now that I hear them talking about it, I'm like, oh, okay. So they just wanted to do a show where they allegedly, so they should be like, yeah, we talked about all the shootings at HBCU homecoming. But really, if you listen, they not saying shit These niggas ain't saying shit. These niggas ain't saying shit.
Perspective, because hopefully some SJ presidents and people who want to be in student body are watching this as well. You have to make sure, you have to begin to think of both minds as well.
Sure.
Because one of your number one priorities is not just having the best homecoming people remember or the best step show, is right now you have to make sure people are safe. And one of the things that I've learned from examining each of these incidents is much of the activity comes from people who are not students. Of
course not.
And not alums.
Of course not.
Right. And, you know, it kind of goes back to this age old adage that most HBCUs, you hear it all the time. Most HBCUs are in some of our forsaken areas in the in Black communities. Right. Save for Hampton. By design. Yeah. Save for Hampton University. But I do think we have to think about that. And I think.
No, it's not by design, nigga. They put the school in the Black neighborhood. And the Black neighborhood is a fucking slum in a hood. It's not this by design. They put it where you niggas live at. They talking about some by design. That it's in the worst neighborhood by design. No, it's where you niggas live at.
People who are not students.
Of course not.
And not alums.
Of course not.
Right. And, you know, it kind of goes back to this age old adage that most HBCUs, you hear it all the time. Most HBCUs are in some of our forsaken areas in the in Black communities. Right. Save for Hampton.
Design.
By design.
Yeah.
Save for Hampton University. But I do think we have to think about that. And I think that it takes people having some foresight and vision, college presidents, because sometimes they want to think they're on their own, SGA presidents, mayors of your local cities, and law enforcement officers. Somebody who did it right recently, although it wasn't necessarily an HBCU in their city, was Randall Woofin. Randall had the Magic City Classic in Birmingham, went off without a hitch. He has a great police chief. He worked with both college presidents, both schools, campus police, and it went off without a hitch. And so the question is, I mean, so I'll pose it to you. Do you make sure that others can't access your campus? Do you fortify your campus? Do you increase law enforcement? You know, I'm of the mind that I think that there has to be some process whereby only those people that are participating in homecoming events or football games can come into those spaces. Those people who want to tailgate, I don't know if it's a ticketing process. And I don't know how I feel about an increased police presence. However, I do think that state law enforcement, you know, in South Carolina, we have our South Carolina State Troopers. They do the same thing at Clemson and South Carolina State. Clemson and University of South Carolina on game days. You need to be monitoring traffic, making sure there's no standstill.
Niggas, are they gonna talk about niggas? Fuck traffic.
Definition, and I think differently than PWIs or any really other institution.
No, sure.
Right. So because of that, it is the center of gravity. It is where people come together, from Miami to Jacksonville to Atlanta. If you are in driving distance and you know fun is about to be had, you're about to see some stuff you ain't seen before, running into some type of people you don't usually run with. It attracts people. But guess what? Most of our cities want to attract people to them.
Correct.
The difference is that we then apply a whole entirely new and different standard to what safety and security looks like once we get those folks coming to our communities. So what I would say this is, when you're talking about a traffic plan, management plan, run by the city, or you're talking about surveillance around the stadium, or you're talking about your local attractions like the mall and what that would look like, at some point it became pretty obvious that a decision was made not to treat people coming into our communities for homecomings and for big games like that as normal, fun-loving, family-oriented people who just want to have a good time and have something to do. We started erecting big-ass barricades at the malls, so the first floor and the second floor couldn't see each other. You couldn't throw anything over.
Oh, that's crazy.
Or they run up on their score opponent. Where they from? And now nobody got their squad, but you have an opportunity to take somebody.
The other
out.
thing that's separate, that differentiates, to your point, kind of gives credence to your point, HBCUs, particularly the ones we went to from some of these institutions of PWIs that don't get the same glare or lens, is that we're dry campuses for the most part.
True.
And so you don't have the free flow of alcohol, although people are drinking at their tailgate. But it's nowhere near. I don't know if anybody's ever been to a University of South Carolina or University of Georgia tailgate.
The most unsafe I've ever felt have been at some of those tailgates, except that the law enforcement who's patrolling a lot
at their tailgate.
Shut the fuck up. These niggas did all this shit and didn't talk about nothing. They did all that shit and didn't talk about nothing. Them niggas didn't talk about a goddamn thing. That was the biggest waste of fucking. Hatfield McCoy says, best channel on YouTube. Thanks, Salute. Salute to you, Hatfield McCoy. That's funny. That's hilarious, man. Hatfield and McCoy's, man. These niggas, I thought they were taking a giant step by actually talking about shootings on HBCU campuses. And these niggas ended up talking about traffic and how they don't feel safe when they're at PWI's tailgates at predominantly white institutions. These niggas are insane, man. Something is wrong with his mind. Something wrong with his mind. Something wrong with his mind. Something is wrong with his mind. Something wrong with his mind.
Baltimore City Police say there is a porch pirate on the prowl in Federal Hill, and they have lots of photos of the suspect. Fox 45's Keith Daniels spoke with one man who says his Halloween costume was stolen.
Well, Baltimore police are hoping someone will recognize this suspect to help police catch him. They say he's responsible for several porch thefts, and tonight the search is on. In South Baltimore, an alert from police. Be on the lookout for this guy.
White crime. Should I do it, man? Should I click off now or should I go forward? White crime, guys. I just got my second win, man. I just got my second win, and then they got a goddamn white criminal, man. Let's go ahead. Let's go forward, man. Let's be brave.
In South Baltimore, an alert from police. Be on the lookout for this guy, an alleged serial porch package thief. Police releasing images this week of the alleged casually dressed, clean-cut crook. Investigators say he's wanted in connection with a string of thefts that happened last Tuesday afternoon in Federal Hill. The unidentified suspect was captured on surveillance footage, targeting at least 4 homes in the usually quiet row home-lined streets of the neighborhood. Elliot Scott,
come home and it's not there, unfortunately.
who lives on East West Street near William Street in Federal Hill. He says a porch pirate swiped a package delivered to his home Thursday, practically ruining his Halloween holiday plans.
They stole a wizard cape and 2 princess magic wands. That was my costume.
You were gonna be a princess?
I was gonna be a wizard and have a little princess wand.
Scobb is not sure if the man
A little princess wand.
Scobb is not sure if the man in the police photos is the porch pirate that hit his home.
I'd say he's clearly on a mission.
Still, he and his neighbors are on the lookout.
I haven't had anything stolen personally, but yeah, I would be pissed if something got, dropped off and I'm expecting, get stolen, but I hate to say it is what it is sometimes.
Honestly, it's just a bit frustrating because, the stuff in that package is just of really no value to anybody but me.
Well, if you have any information about the identity of the suspect, police want to hear from you. You can remain anonymous by calling the Metro Crime Stoppers tip line. Reporting tonight, Keith Daniels, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch.
Salute to everyone out there, man. Shout out to Hatfield McCoy, man. Um,
We're learning more about a deadly stabbing earlier this week in Norfolk. 25-year-old Keandre Dubrow is charged with second-degree murder and burglary in the death of 23-year-old Shakira Clark. Police say Clark was killed Monday inside her home on East Brambleton Avenue in Young Terrace. 10 at your side's Karina Garcia uncovered new details in court documents.
Tonight, we are learning new details about a deadly stabbing in Norfolk. The woman, the victim at the center of all of this. Court documents show us she was begging police for help just a month prior. A little before 8 Monday morning, Shakira Clark called 911, saying her ex-boyfriend, Keandre Dubrow, was breaking into her home. By the time officers got there, it was too late. Clark was found unresponsive.
I'm trying to see, is that a man or is that a woman? I don't know. Maybe that's that. We'll just say that that's a woman.
His boyfriend, Keandre Dubrow, was breaking into her home. By the time officers got there, it was too late. Clark was found unresponsive, with visible trauma reported across her body. Court documents now reveal Clark had domestic charges pending against Dubrow just last month, and she was granted a protective order on October 1st. That order expired 5 days later. Dubrow and Clark had 2 children together. Both of them were home at the time of the incident. Cynthia Swift, a close relative of Clark, was there Monday, the day police responded to Brambleton Avenue.
It is just surreal. I can't even say, I just can't believe it that I just saw her not even 10 hours ago.
She told 10 on Your Side the children were ages 3 and 1 years old.
They're so young, but they're very smart kids.
According to police and court filings, Dubrow was arrested by Norfolk's fugitive squad.
The police have various reports she made in regards to this young man terrorizing her. This is, unfortunately, it's surreal.
Records show Dubrow had been wanted since 2021 on other serious charges, including robbery, abduction, and strangulation involving a separate victim. A criminal complaint shows Dubrow stands accused of using his cousin's identity to avoid arrest. Court records also note he was polite and cooperative during his hearing, at one point saying he was, quote, sorry for what he did and that he made a mistake. For now, Dubrow remains behind bars. He is due back in court for a bond hearing come November 3rd. In Norfolk, Karina Garcia, 10 on Your Side.
A man shot and killed by his father is struggling to understand how a family dispute turned deadly. Today, we got the mugshot of the man accused of killing his own son. Channel 2's Michael Seiden spoke with her. He's live in Buckhead after speaking to that victim's sister.
And Dee Clyburn told me that she agreed to speak with me because she doesn't want this tragedy to define her brother's life. Again, she is so shaken by what happened. We also want to tell you we've learned exclusively tonight that the victim's girlfriend, a Fulton County marshal, has actually been placed on paid administrative leave pending the outcome of an APD investigation.
I wouldn't have ever imagined, not in 100 years, would I have thought that this was the phone call I was getting.
Dee Clyburn says she still can't process what she's been told, that her older brother, 32-year-old Durante Schofield, was shot and killed by their own father. On Friday, Clyburn spoke with us by phone, fighting back tears as she described the shock and heartbreak.
That's my big brother, and I will never be able to call him again.
Clyburn says Schofield was the proud father of 2 young children, an entrepreneur who worked as an independent contractor in Metro Atlanta, and a family man who loved being a dad, a brother, and a creative spirit.
He cared genuinely and deeply about people. He was a passionate person.
Earlier in the day, a judge denied bond for their father 54-year-old Durante Rowe Tolliver. Investigators say he drove to the 55 Farr Apartments in Buckhead after learning his son had been involved in a car crash. According to an affidavit, he and his son began fighting inside the apartment, but when officers arrived, they say both men appeared calm and walked out together. Once they got to the parking lot, the argument started again. Investigators say the father told police he believed his son reached towards his waistband as if he had a gun, so he fired at least 12 shots. Police say they searched Schofield's body, but he did not have a gun.
Just remember him as being a lover and a giver, a helper.
And Dee told me that although her brother was a convicted felon, he had really gotten his life together. He was making positive changes and really having a positive influence on his friends and family. Now, the family obviously is going to need some help with the funeral arrangements. They've launched a GoFundMe page. We've got all the details posted on our webpage right now, WSBTV.com. For now, we're live in Buckhead. Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
Wow. Oh, God, he got a murder on Halloween.
Right now, police are searching for the person who shot and killed a young woman in the middle of a South DeKalb street. Neighbors say it happened during a Halloween party. Channel 2's Michael Doudna is live at the scene. And Michael, neighbors told you that they heard arguing before that gunfire.
Yeah, they actually heard arguing for about 15 minutes, waking people up early on this Halloween morning. They do say that a party was happening at this house, and you can see some of the aftermath here. We're talking about broken off window panels along with screens, even some missing shoes. But what everyone around here says is that after this argument, they all heard 2 gunshots.
It was like bang, stop, and then bang. And then you can hear cars leaving.
Around 3 a.m. Halloween morning, Marta remembers waking up to the sounds of gunfire and a body lying on her street.
It was scary, seeing a dead person in front of your house.
Neighbors say this home is an Airbnb that was hosting a Halloween party. And while loud, they say nothing seemed to get out of hand until the early morning hours.
It's a big change, because it's always quiet over here. And then you got somebody who died in front of, your house, and it's crazy because that's not even your neighbors. That's some people that just come and go.
Police say they do not have a motive or know who pulled the trigger at this time. All as neighbors are dealing with their street turning into a crime scene.
It's different when you watch on the news, and it's different when it's happened, in front of your house.
For those like Marta, they are sad to see a senseless loss of life and are struggling to understand how an argument at a Halloween party could end with a body lying on the pavement.
They don't know how to cooperate with each other, how to resolve issues. So the only way they know how to do it is to shot somebody or stab somebody or kill somebody.
Now, we are told that the victim in this case has not been identified, as the next of kin has yet to be told about what happened. Again, we want to reiterate the suspect in this case is still on the run as of last check. We're live in DeKalb County. Michael Doudna, Channel 2 Action News.
This no-nonsense cop isn't putting up with this woman's bad behavior.
Either go or go to jail. You don't run shit. I own this town.
Officers were called when a woman was found sleeping on someone else's porch. Not only did she refuse to leave, but she started screaming at the residents.
Ain't nobody being nice. I told you. Ain't nobody being nice.
What's going on?
Ain't shit going on. Y'all still in my building? Hello. Hello. I woke up. Matter of fact, when I came home, this is somebody who I know. When she came home, yeah, she knows. She was sleeping on the porch. Being belligerent and out of control. I told y'all asses don't come around here with that fuck around here. I told y'all asses I'm the bitch that pay y'all fucking pay. I'm the bitch that pay y'all asses. I told y'all asses this day was gonna come. Stop on this shit.
Okay, it's time for you to go.
No, it's time for y'all to go.
Either you go or you go to jail. It's up to you. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Either go or go to jail. One of the two.
I'll go.
Now.
I gotta get my shit up, but don't
Go.
yell at me.
I'm gonna yell.
You. Don't touch me. I'm
get off the property right now.
My stuff.
Right now.
I gotta
Get
get
off.
my stuff. Well, you need to back up. For real, you need to back the fuck up off me.
Okay, you don't run shit.
Baby,
get your stuff and go.
What's doing? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Don't touch me. I didn't do shit. Don't.
You better go. You better go. You take a fighting stance, I'm gonna take your ass down. I
I'm
promise
trying to
you.
put on my shoe. The fuck you mean?
Get your shit and go.
What's wrong with y'all? Swear to God, scrapped up like a bitch, lay their asses down. That's Tommy guns, all that shit. Hell yeah, diamonds in the ground. Bitches, I'm paid around this bitch.
Will you write a statement so I can take
You
her to
mean?
jail?
Write a statement.
You write a statement so I can take
What
her
you
to
gonna take
jail?
me to jail for?
For trespass after warning. And disorderly.
My soul.
And
Y'all
disorderly.
trespass. How the fuck? They wrote a trespass warrant at my house. Y'all filed
Okay,
for the bank
I've had
every
enough
time.
already. If you're going to jail, you're going on your own. One of the two.
You filed for the bank. Damn right, on my own.
Has this disturbed you, sir?
No,
Has this
y'all
disturbed
came around
you?
here disturbing shit.
Okay, get
Y'all
up
came
and
around.
go.
No, that's what y'all need to do. The fuck you mean? Fuck you mean?
All right, you ready? I'm about done with it.
You mean?
I'm about done with you.
Man, fuck you mean?
Who's going to write a statement? Because I'm taking her to jail. I'm tired of her already.
What you gonna take me to jail for?
Disorderly.
What you gonna take me to jail for?
Stand up like you're fighting stance with me. I dare you. I dare you to fight me.
What you better get out my
Go.
face.
Get the fuck
You
out.
better get the fuck
Go.
out my face.
Go.
You
Go.
better get
I'm already done with
I'm
you.
going right
Go.
now here to OPD station.
Bye. Okay. And I'll see you down there.
Fighting stance.
I'll see you down there.
Knock your ass out. Let your ass have it. Don't touch me.
Get over here.
Don't
You're not free to go.
I didn't do
You're not
shit.
free to go.
I didn't do shit.
You're
Don't
not
touch
free to
me.
go.
Don't touch me.
You're not free to go.
They mad, ain't they? They mad, ain't they? They mad, ain't they? They mad, ain't they? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna charge me though?
Disorderly.
No, get my stuff from over there, y'all. Y'all get my stuff disorderly. Why y'all gotta do me like this? Says hoe ass bitches, disorderly. Y'all forgot body cam, stupid bitches.
It's right here. Everything's on.
You mean?
Huh?
You mean?
Yeah.
See? And look how they try to handle it, bitch. Y'all get my shit back there. I can get in there. What's wrong with y'all? Wanna rub on the bitch? Says, cause I ain't even do shit.
Sit
Says bitch. You mean hoe ass cook? It's over for your bitch ass. Hoe ass cook. See, that ain't shit.
Get a statement, please. Foxtrot 22 Alpha. Show 1, adult female, 1015. What do you think, disorderly or trespass after warning? I'm going to do disorderly and resisting because of the fighting stance. Huh? Yeah. So I think we're going to do disorderly and assault. All right. I'm going to take her to jail.
My jail. I own that motherfucker. Y'all file for the bank every time y'all dumb ass. Every time you stupid.
Now, who is she to you guys?
I don't know that lady. Don't know that lady.
Don't know anybody at all?
I don't know that lady.
Okay. But nobody, but y'all didn't invite her to.
Invite her.
Okay. She, and that's her behavior the entire time? Aggressive, just nasty?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We try to be. I literally just woke up out of sleep.
She woke you up? Did she wake you up? What time did she wake you up?
She woke me up. Okay, what time it is now? 1:07.
So y'all was asleep, she's outside yelling, woke you up. You've asked her to leave, she said no.
I told her, I said, either keep it down or keep it moving. She woke back up. Fuck you, bitch. I'm just going crazy.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, you waking me up again. I'm like, now I'm finna have to actually leave. I ain't going nowhere. I own this whole block and this, that. I'm like, okay, Shonda, you know what? Now I'm finna have to call him because I ain't finna go through that with you. I'm not finna let you put your hands on me, keep digging.
So this behavior here is what she's been doing all morning. Okay. Sorry, I had to get a little loud, but sometimes you got to meet loud with loud. Just can you just thanks.
I own this jail, Crooker. I own it. Do some homework. Look sharp, Crooker. You see? You just doing what the fuck we need you to do to seal this immunity to get it the right way. The right way, because I could go around hacking y'all asses down, but that ain't how the universe wanted to be done. New world order. Whole ass Crooker. I'm the queen. That's why I did this shit all by myself, working y'all ass for 4 or 5 years now with this whole ass shit. Sit. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell motherfucking yeah. Donald Trump had his ass all down and the motherfucker, when y'all ass was on top of that house, that fucking was in the utility closet. We buried them right in y'all motherfucking face, me and my You remember that? You remember that? And I ain't even did shit. Y'all think this shit ain't being watched on body cam satellites. I'm just mad I'm not there. About my husband, and y'all don't even know who the fuck he is. All of y'all think that the police department. I'm the bitch that put him there. That yelling, that high yellow ass. That's my husband. I told that nigga Trump, if you do this the right way and just back off from this shit, leave that fuck shit, because that fuck shit that y'all, it's not supposed to be used for that, but that's how y'all want to use it, because when he let that do what he said use an I, not an A. Okay, A, and I did all that shit when I was a little girl. When I was a little girl with my daddy, Justin Trudeau, and y'all dumb want to say Trudeau. Read it. Sound it out. Trudeau. Elizabeth Trudeau right here in the back seat.
No, I'm just going to hit her with the disorderly.
With the disorderly.
No, the disorderly just because she woke up two different houses.
2 different houses.
Yeah.
Says, I can't take pictures of my paperwork and shit.
No, I'm gonna charge her with disorderly and resisting.
I didn't resist y'all.
That's it.
I didn't resist y'all at all, stupid.
Thanks, bud. LaShonda. Yeah. She's over on this side. No, I'll let you get her out and then I'll park.
But he got to move.
Yeah.
Well, go around that, but she just don't want to see
She was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting an officer without violence. Despite finding 39 prior cases involving LaShonda, I wasn't able to locate any court records from this arrest. She's been arrested twice since then, including on felony charges for battery on an LEO. I'm working on getting that footage next, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. At Blue Line Body Cam, I always bring never-before-seen police footage, and if you want to be able to catch these cases, please consider subscribing and join me on my goal to release a brand new body cam video every single day in 2026.
oh man. Somebody, do we anybody here make computers? Somebody make something to shock, a shock collar, man. Somebody make me a shock collar, man. A shock collar. A shock collar. Somebody make me a shock collar.
Here, come here for a second, girls.
Come down here, girls.
Come down. Hey, what's up, man? Come down here. Come on down here now. Nope, you need to come down here with all three. Come on down. Raymond?
What's up?
Come on down here, man. We just got to talk to all three of you, okay? All right. Keep your hand where I can see it, man.
26, verify all three.
Come on down here, okay?
All three.
All right. So we just got to talk to you, okay? So why don't we just go stand right here? All right. All right, so this is what we got, man. We got some information out of Iowa that these girls here are runaways from Iowa, okay? Can you keep your hands out of your pockets for me? I know it's cold. And you were the last known person that we have on security camera with the girls at Platteville and Walmart yesterday, okay? So Iowa wanted us to come here, check with the girls. They want us to get the girls in touch with them at this point. You're not in any kind of trouble at this point. There's no charges or anything like that for you. But obviously we wanted to talk about, you know, where you girls came from, how you guys ended up kind of getting in contact with each other. This is where we're at with, okay? I guess what can you tell me, man, on how you came in contact with the girls?
Well, I mean, honestly, you know, I'm chilling, man. I'm just
okay.
They cool. I don't know.
So you picked them up where, in Dubuque somewhere, or where at?
Yeah, Iowa.
Over in Iowa. Okay. Are you living here then? You working here?
Yeah.
What you are?
Yeah.
Okay. So which one's?
I'm Lucy.
You're who? Lucy. What's your last name? Okay. You got anybody else that's with you then?
No.
Just you three. Okay. And you guys were at the Walmart yesterday?
All right.
Okay. You're not a runaway? What are you then?
19.
You're 19. Where are you from? Because we got information that he is with two runaways from Iowa, and we've got detectives in Iowa that are looking to get information on it. That's why we're here. Okay. So, and what's your name? The other one. What's your name? It's not a game. Okay. You got a phone number where we can reach you if we had any other kind of questions for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate you being cooperative with me, man. Where were you guys getting ready to head now?
Well, I was just gonna go grab some bread. That's all.
Okay.
Grab some bread.
What are we leaving Iowa?
Bread. I was gonna buy some bread. That's all, some bread.
For like what do we got going on over there? Okay. Let me call that guy here real quick and just see what he wants to do here. How long you guys been here?
Well, I've been here for as long as they just passing through. Honestly, they on their way.
What's your guys' plan on where you're trying to head?
Still figuring it out.
Trying to figure it out. Hello? Yeah. Hey, is this a detective I just spoke with? This is Deputy Underwood. So we are currently out with Raymond and two females. One of them is telling us that her name is Lucy. And what's your name again?
Angel.
Mm-hmm. Angel what?
Huh?
Angel what? And then Angel. Can I see your wrists and forearms? I want to see what you have for tattoos.
Tattoos?
Yep, on your arm. Let me see your arms. What's that one right there? Is that Playboy Bunny smoking something?
Huh?
What's the one on your right arm? Show me your right arm. All the way. Let me see the tattoo. This isn't a game.
I can't.
Okay, yeah. So we got a tattoo of Playboy Bunny smoking a joint on the right forearm of Angel. Okay, so is your real name correct? Yeah. And what's your real name?
My name's Lucy.
Lucy?
Yeah.
Where are you from, Lucy?
I don't have to tell you that.
You don't have to. She doesn't want to tell me where she's from. Two nose rings, blonde hair, about 5. Yeah, exactly.
Do you mind if I just pat you down real quick? Then you can, just as long as you don't got any weapons, that way you can put your hands in your pockets, okay?
At this point, what are you looking for us? Are you looking to come talk with these girls? Or do you want us, you know?
It's too cold out here. We're gonna stay down at the bottom of the stairs here. We're just gonna be right here.
All right, yeah, I'll call my supervisor up and see how he wants to handle this at this point. Yep, but oh man, it's cold out here. Sorry, man. Okay, so have dispatch run with your NCIC at this point, and then bring it off to the SO and contacting the social services from there. Or... All right, I'll get warmed up. All right, so essentially what they want us to do is you girls are going to be coming with us.
Not if I talk to them.
Not right now, man. Nope. So we're going to get them in the trucks right now, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you, get a statement from you. While that's going on, we're going to run them in NCIC, and then we're going to see what we got going on about getting them back to the sheriff's office and back where they're supposed to be, okay?
Yeah, right. Because, you know, I just want to make sure they're safe, you know, just make sure they get to where they're going.
They'll be safe.
So I don't know if you want to take one out to your car now, and then I'll bring the other one up to my
shoes?
Shoes?
As long as I can come with them, okay? Is there anyone else home with you guys?
No.
Okay.
How long you been staying here, Raymond?
About a month.
Okay.
Girls, keep the door open. Unlock the door. Dave, make sure there's not another door out that hallway.
Is there another way to get out here?
Yes, sir.
Nope.
Hey, unlock the door now. Girls, unlock the door.
Hey,
Is there a window out there they can go out?
No.
Unlock the door, I'm gonna break it down. Get them to unlock the door, Raymond.
They need to unlock that door right now.
Unlock the door now.
Can we keep it down? Because I got neighbors.
I understand, but the situation dictates it. They need to open the door right now.
Hey, look, come on, man, come on. Look, I don't need the neighbors all my maintenance. I don't need none of. I don't need my landlord involved. Come on, just look. I'm finna write down my info, and y'all just take my number, all right? Come on. Like, I'm gonna just write down my info, and we good. I'm gonna give y'all my number.
All right, let's come out here.
Come on. It's okay, y'all good.
Hey, Raymond, you need a pen? I got a pen. We can write something down.
I understand y'all don't wanna go. So all you gotta do is just call me. Y'all gonna be back. It's inevitable. Y'all got the right to remain silent.
Hey, thanks. Like I said, I'm not sure if we'll need to talk to you again or not. Wouldn't be surprised if someone calls you at some point, whether it's us or Dubuque calling just to talk to you about what you got going, you know, whatever you're... All right?
Hey, no, stop! Stop! No, stop!
Don't go anywhere.
Stop! Come on. I'm not trying to hurt you or get you in trouble, okay? Don't make this job more difficult than it needs to.
Can I get my shoes?
I got your shoes. Walk to the car.
I'm just trying to help you guys. I don't know what you guys have going on back home. You understand we have certain things we have to do, okay? No, I'm not going to do that. Not after what just happened, okay?
You got anything on you?
No.
Stop. Do you have any weapons?
No.
Any contraband drugs, anything like that? Okay, I'm gonna pat down your pockets, okay? Everything's on body cam, all right?
You got anything on you need to know about? Anything in your pockets?
No, just some change.
Some chain. Let me check, okay?
Okay, unzip it all the way for me. Do you have anything in these here?
No.
Okay. Do you have a sports bra or anything like that, huh? Can you grab the bottom of it and just shake it out from unzip your jacket for me? I'm not gonna ask you. Listen.
It's freezing outside.
I understand that. The quickest we can. No, don't lift it up. Just grab the bottom of it and shake it out.
Like this.
Okay, go ahead and take a seat.
This case was investigated by the FBI, the Dubuque Police Department, and the Grant County Sheriff's Office. The two females lied about their ages and were actually 14 and 15 years old. After thorough investigation, detectives found that Raymond Armour, the male the two females were with, took inappropriate photos of them and posted them online. Raymond then attempted to arrange meetings between the females and interested individuals. None of the meetings occurred, however. Raymond was charged with 2 counts of transporting an individual in interstate commerce with the intent to engage in inappropriate services. He pleaded guilty to both charges on July 18, 2024, and was sentenced to 11 years in federal prison. This next case shows a 28-year-old male who has a felony warrant for his arrest due to him repeatedly attempting.
Oh wow. Iowa, man. Yeesh. Yeesh. Iowa.
He just jumped off the third-story ledge after punching me in the face.
On July 30th, 2024, in Stoughton, Wisconsin, officers were dispatched to the report of a male, Anthony, being violent with a woman, later known to be his girlfriend, on an apartment.
Brother, that's his girlfriend, man. This is Stoughton, Wisconsin, man. You can't even go to Wisconsin and get away from niggas. You can't even go to Wisconsin and get away from niggas. Look at this lady right here, man. Good God, that's his girlfriend. Well, at least the pickings must be slim. It must not be a lot of Negroes in Wisconsin. The pickings must be slim. The pickings must be slim. Douglas Chunk says, get yourself a super chat activated shot collar. You'll make a yeah, I'm gonna do that on the site, on the website. I'm gonna do that on the website. You know what? I'm gonna do that on the website. I'm gonna get a super chat activated shot collar for the website. You know what, man? That's a good idea. Tomorrow, I'm gonna work on that, man. I'm gonna work on that for the website, man. I had to remember to put the collar on though. Zzz. Wow. Wow. Shout out to Douglas Chunk, man. Douglas Chunks is in the building. Yeah, we got to do a show on the website tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, guys. Hey, guys, when you look out for the notification on YouTube, when I send out the notifications, we may do the show tomorrow on the website, man. Website only, man. Because a lot of these videos that we doing right here, a lot of this stuff, it's getting close to being YouTube. You never know what YouTube's going to do with my channel. You never know what they're going to do with my channel. They may not punish other people for this, but they punish me for it. There's a lot of stuff I did want to show y'all that on Twitter. A lot of Twitter shit that I wanted to show y'all. I didn't get to tonight. But yeah, I may do that tomorrow, man. I may do website only tomorrow, man, in the morning, man. I may do a morning show website only. Hey, guys, look out for that. Tomorrow morning, website only, maybe. Look out for that. Look out for that, guys. Look out for that. Look out for that. I may do a morning show website only. All the raw shit that I didn't get to from Twitter, all the shit I saved from Twitter today. Because yeah, I'm not gonna get to it today, man, because where I am, man, I'm fucking goddamn uncontrollables. Like, I can't even fucking stay up, man. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, listen. This is this guy's girlfriend. Yikes.
Balcony. Officers responded in an emergency manner.
beating on my door?
Because you didn't answer the door when I knocked.
Okay, I'm answering now. What's up?
Look at the way niggas act, man. Look at the way niggas act, boy. Look at what you got to deal with niggas. Wisconsin. This ain't even Milwaukee. Stoughton, Wisconsin. Look what you got to deal with niggas. Always getting smart. Always sassy. Always sassy, always smart alecky. $13,000 people. Known for its Norwegian heritage. Stoughton hosts a citywide celebration of Sifindel Mai, the Norwegian Constitution Day. So there's a lot of Norwegians here. Demographics. African Americans, I shit you not. I shit you not. I shit you not. This place is 96.6% white and 0.9% African American. I shit you not. I just want to make sure that y'all don't think I'm bullshitting you. This place, Stoughton, Wisconsin, is fucking 0.9% black. .9% black. $13,000 people. 0.9% black. Let the music play. He won't get away.
He just jumped off the third-story ledge after punching me in the face.
On July 30th, 2024, in Stoughton, Wisconsin, officers were dispatched to the report of a male, Anthony, being violent with a woman, later known to be his girlfriend, on an apartment balcony. Officers responded in an emergency manner.
You beating on my door?
Because you didn't answer the door when I knocked.
Okay, I'm answering now. What's up?
All right. We got a call about somebody getting beaten up here?
Yeah, he hit me in my face. He
Okay.
assaulted me.
All right, hold on. Why don't you step over there and talk with my partner? Why don't you tell me what's going on from your side? Can I come in and talk to you?
She said what she said.
No, I don't want him in my house.
This is your house? Okay, let's do this way.
I don't want him here. He gotta go.
All right.
So you
Let's step outside.
So you can lie like that now?
Look at my face.
What? Look at your face, man. Erica, like for real, bro.
Go ahead and shut the door. Go ahead and shut the door.
I'm finna sit there and lie.
Hold on.
Bro, come
Stop.
on, bro, for real, bro.
Stop or you're going to go in handcuffs.
I'm fucked. Bro, come on, bro. Bro, look at me. Come on, bro. Erica, come on, bro. Come on, Erica. Erica, come on.
Stop.
I don't care.
Stop resisting.
Erica, come on.
Stop resisting.
Bro, look at me, bro. You sure you want to see my kids like that?
He just jumped off the third-story ledge after punching me in the face.
I'm gonna be in wrong.
Just stay here, keep the doors closed. Somebody will be back with you. Which way to go? Okay, grab a car. I'm gonna see if I can spot him on foot. I won't catch him, but...
Additional officers would arrive on scene to aid the search for Anthony, but it was ultimately unsuccessful. An officer then returned to the apartment
He got away. He got away. Shit.
to interview his girlfriend, who stated the fight began when she told Anthony. But it was ultimately unsuccessful. An officer then returned to the apartment to interview his girlfriend.
These niggas said she dating more than 7. Yo. That's Booger McFarland, man. He dating Booger McFarland, man. That nigga dating Booger McFarland. Jesus Christ. They got kids too. Yo, man. 0.9% black, man. We need some more black people there, man. So the pickings won't be so slim. Press 1. We need some more black people in this town, man. This ain't right, man. Brothers gotta settle, man. No man should have to settle like this, man. Hey, black people, if you're looking for a place to live, man, Staunton, Wisconsin, man. It's got a very low crime rate, man. Black folk, if you're looking for a place to live, a safe place with not a lot of crime, Staunton, Wisconsin, man. Staunton, Wisconsin. They don't have a lot of crime over there, man. Staunton, Wisconsin does not have a lot of crime. You know what I'm saying? Staunton, Wisconsin, man. Pledge that y'all will help me. Pledge that you guys will help me spread the word, man, about this. About this town with not a lot of crime, man. There's not a lot of crime, man, and for black people to come and colonize, man. They're already moving by me, man. Blacks are already moving by me. What you talking about, man? They moving in this city, man. Today was Halloween. I was like, they here. The mothership has landed. Jeez. Look at her shoulders, man. I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous of that, man. I'm jealous of her shoulders and her what do they call it? Her rugged handsomeness, man. I want to be ruggedly handsome like that, man. She got a rugged handsomeness about her, man. I'm jealous. That's why I'm talking. I'm jealous.
Who stated the fight began when she told Anthony she no longer wanted his children that did not belong to her at her apartment. Anthony had been drinking at the time and became verbally and physically aggressive in response. Later that day, the police department received a report that Anthony had returned, leading to the following altercation.
Oh, yeah. This nigga came back. That nigga came back for his kids, though. He's a good father, man. That's why we need fathers in the home, man. That's why we need fathers in the home, man. He came back for his kids, man. He's a good father, man. You can't trust that bitch with your kids after you punched her in the face.
And became verbally and physically aggressive in response. Later that day, the police department received a report that Anthony had returned, leading to the following altercation.
Stop! Get on the ground right now! All right, bro. Right now. Hands behind your back. I'm tired of running. I'm not gonna lie. I've been drinking, officer.
It's all right, man.
I've been drinking, man.
You got anything on you, man?
No, I don't have anything, bro.
Okay. Are you hurt?
No, man.
Okay. Your legs don't hurt or anything?
No. I just been drinking, bro. I've been drinking like a mother, bro.
Anything on you, man?
No, bro. I don't have anything, bro. I just been drinking heavily, bro. Okay. If you can smell the liquor on me, man.
All right. Put your knee there.
Like, I don't know. I don't remember anything after that, man. I swear to God. I don't remember anything.
Man, are you hurt at all? You jumped from the first floor.
I don't remember that. I've been drinking, bro. Like, you can smell it.
So nothing hurts on you?
No.
Okay.
No, take him to the hospital.
I'm going to go ahead and double lock these so they don't hang up on
I'm not hurt, officer. I'm not hurt, officers. How you feeling, man?
I'm all right.
All right.
Why'd you ask?
Huh?
I said, why'd you ask?
Because you was just running very heavy. You breathing kind of hard. Out of everybody in this group right now, you breathing kind of hard.
I got to haul a little more weight around when I run than you do.
Oh, yeah.
You got anything in this pocket, man? What's with this guy here?
I don't have anything,
just a
bro.
tag?
Trust me, I'm not, bro.
All
I'm really a family man, bro. Like, I got too drunk, bro, and that's it, bro. I really just got too drunk. You can smell the alcohol on my breath.
Yep. What you been drinking? We'll go this way.
Patron, bro.
Patron?
I've been
Tequila,
mixing.
huh?
Yeah, I've been mixing. You know that. You know that devil, bro. Come on, man.
I know that cheap.
Exactly, bro. Like I ain't, man.
You jump from the top up there, dude?
Man, look at me, man. Did you see me? Look at me, man. Don't you see me,
What'd
man?
you land on? I wasn't here.
These. Look.
On both. Don't do that. All right, just walk.
Come on, man.
Normal, man.
Come on, man. This some life, man.
That's a long ways up. Look at that.
I don't understand like why she lie on me like that, man. But I just made it worse. I'm drunk. I'm not gonna lie. I'm drunk as hell, man. I'm drunk. Not
illegal to be drunk, right?
I'm drunk, bro. Don't you see this heat, bro? Like, come on, man. I'm drunk, man. Don't you smell the liquor on my breath, bro?
I do.
I'm drunk, bro. Like anything I did before this, bro, like I didn't mean to. I'm drunk, bro.
You got no pain though, they're saying? What you're saying?
I probably got a little pain in my right ankle, bro, but that's it. But I'm
right
just,
ankle?
yeah, I'm just drunk.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to shine you, but what
right here, bro. You can see in my eyes, bro. I am drunk, bro.
I understand.
Bro, so anything I done did prior to this, bro, I am drunk. It's just mixed emotions, bro. Like I'm not a bad guy, bro.
That's all stuff we report.
Once you see my record, bro, you can see I haven't been in trouble in so long. I'm just drunk. I'm not a drinker, bro. I'm not.
Why are you drinking tonight then?
I got personal issues, bro. I swear to God, bro. I got personal problems, bro.
Well, we're gonna talk about all that, okay? He's gonna reach around. Just go ahead and look at me.
Man.
Go ahead and look
I'm
at me,
drunk,
okay?
bro. Look in my eyes, bro. Like I've been drinking.
Your foot.
I don't even know how y'all didn't catch me the first time. I'm drunk as.
I wasn't out here, but I'm not fast anyways.
I'm drunk,
I'll be
bro.
honest with you.
I'm drunk.
So your ankle kind of hurts. Your right ankle, and you're drunk, so it might hurt more than it kind of. But right now, it's only.
Am I following this correctly? He's drunk, right? So the only thing that he was charged. Wow, this is the legal system right here.
Contrary to his claims, Anthony did not in fact have a clean record, having been caught and convicted driving with a revoked license 4 days prior. Anthony was then transported to the hospital for medical clearance, where he was further uncooperative and disruptive, before finally being booked into the Dane County Jail. He was charged with battery with a domestic assessment modifier, battery to a law enforcement officer, and resisting an officer causing substantial bodily harm. However, he only was found guilty on one count of resisting or obstructing an officer. He was sentenced to 60 days in the local jail and had to pay more than $360. Please consider.
So he wasn't found guilty of punching the officer. And he wasn't found guilty of domestic violence. He was only found guilty of resisting or obstructing an officer. Yeah, everybody move to Staunton, man. Black people move to Staunton, man. Their laws up there. Their court system is easy, man. Their laws are lenient, man. Their court system is very lenient, and it's not a lot of crime there, man. Everybody move to Staunton, man. Yeah, it sound like a plea, yeah. Does sound like a plea deal. Yep. Everybody move to Staunton, man. Staunton in the building, man. Salute to all you guys, man. Look out for a show tomorrow on the website only. I'm gonna give out alerts. But look out for a show tomorrow on the website only, man. I may start on YouTube and then go to the website, but I got some stuff that I wanted to show y'all that I can't show on YouTube. I may just start off on YouTube and then switch over to the website, man. Salute to everybody, man. Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here.